Hey guys, I gotta flip this around. What's up, everybody? Hello. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone has been having a great week so far. I was just scrolling and I saw this live stream that was, I've scrolled a few times on my FYP and I saw the same live a couple of times. I'm like, dang, they really want me to see this live. So I said, you know what? I'll come and I'll talk to my love bugs about it. If you are catching the replay of this, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Share. And for everybody that's coming up in here right now, make sure you double tap the screen. Y'all already know how this goes. Double tap the screen. You saw that live with the prompt. Exactly. I didn't listen in, but I just was like, let me screenshot this and let's talk about this for a little bit because they keep it up, Queen Califia, and then they will say, "Oh, you guys talk about us all day and night. All you do is talk about us." When it is literally quite the opposite, and we respond, it's still going on. Look at that. I seen that live a few hours ago. I seen it a couple times because I've closed out of the app and then I came back onto the app and I'm like, damn. So I was like, okay, let me just screenshot this and let us talk about it. That's not true. All day hours. I want to let these people got jobs and stuff to do. I don't understand what you're saying. Stop me in my track. Yeah, so I'm like, okay. Because the thing is, they'll talk about us all day. And then when we respond, they say, all y'all do is just talk about us. So I was like, I'm going to try to make it a point to take screenshots or to have receipts of the things that we talk about here on the Love Jones show. Because I'm so tired of the narrative that we just talk about these people for no reason and out of nowhere and unprovoked when it is a blatant lie. You all see my content. Y'all see how I've curated my content. I literally am a reactionary page. I give social commentary. So I show you guys almost every single time what it is that I'm talking about before I react to it. And it's the same with my lives. A lot of the topics of my lives, they're a play off of things that I've seen, heard, or a play off of topics that we've started to have with each other. Hello. So they talk about us for hours. Exactly. So this person was hosting a live, and his prompt said, FBA is jealous of Africans. Thank you, Indigenous. And then I said, what's your thoughts? Then I said, Africans hosting panel saying FBA is jealous. Is this true? And I want you guys to come up and speak your opinions and let me know what you guys think about this. Because this is apparently how they feel, I guess, since the live is still going on right now as we speak. And I'm just like, this is a little odd. But hey, I guess people are entitled to their opinions. But I don't believe that anybody is jealous. Who do we have to be jealous of? And why do they keep trying to spin this narrative that we're so jealous and they come here and they do so much better and they built the country? And it's not just Africans. And let me give my little disclaimer. I don't have an issue with every single African that's in America or every single African that's on the continent. I know people in my life, and I've known people that were of every single background that I've actually, worked with, that I've been friends with, that I've, just loved as people on an individual basis. So I never say, oh, immigrants need to go to hell. I don't have those feelings. When people come on my panel and they say, we, like we French, I don't really like that because it's no, you feel like every single immigrant should get the hell out the country and we're entitled to our opinions. I do not feel that way. I feel that way about the people that undermine us, talk down on us, are constantly comparing, criticizing, and trying to just basically shit on Black Americans. Those are the people that I do not fuck with, period. Collectively, more of immigrants feel that way than not. On an individual level, I absolutely know people from every single background that is cool as fuck. Yeah, I saw that on my FYP. I don't think FBA is jealous of Africans. That is not right. Thank you, Basic. and we take a week off, they will still have something to complain about. That's true. I agree with that. Thank you, Tay. Everybody up in here, if you are not following me, make sure you follow me. As you come up, you already know the rules. We have to get to 5K before we start letting people up on the panel. So double tap and also share the live. To be jealous, one must want something the other has. What do Africans have that FBA don't? That's a good question. Thank you, Basic. You fell. Where did I fall at? I didn't fall. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thanks for the heart, Minaya. I'm a little congested. So if you guys hear me sniffling, it's congestion and little allergies. That's it. This weather is crazy. Like, it was literally 90 degrees a couple days ago, and then today was 60 degrees and, like, pouring rain. It was pouring rain yesterday. I'm just so over it. The rain and the floods are crazy. Where I'm at, it didn't really flood like that, but it was very rainy today. Plus, I didn't go outside yesterday, so I didn't really get caught up in that. But I had to go out today. And I had on a hoodie and, like, a bomber jacket. And I'm like, I was just outside literally 2 days ago with nothing, with, like, a spaghetti strap tank top. And that's why people are getting, like, sick, like, because the weather is so drastically going from one extreme to the next. Like, why on earth would there be, like, 90-degree weather, and then a couple days after, it's 60 degrees? Like, that's crazy. Like, weather that you could literally go to the beach in, and then weather where you need to put on, like, a hoodie and a coat. It's really like mind-boggling. Y'all know I be thinking, I can't even say that word on here, but I be feeling like somebody playing with the weather, child. Okay, I feel like people playing with the weather. We're almost to the the light quota. Thank you, Polly. Hey, Maya. Thank you. We're almost to 5K. It's hard for you to get cold. Okay. Not me. I'm a little anemic. So I'm sometimes, like, just cold. And it don't even be, like, cold. Ooh. Okay. Oh, let me say the rules. So 3 minutes to speak, no cussing, no over talking, and state your ethnicity. I'll ask, but, like, just also say it. Don't make it awkward and be like, I was up here 2 months ago. You don't remember? I interact with a lot of people on a daily basis. So, okay, FBA prime time. Can I have your ethnicity? Then I'm going to give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Thank you. Peace to the host, peace to the panel. My ethnicity is Black American.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it says African hosting panel saying FBA is jealous. Is this true? I believe it's false. I mean, to be jealous, you must have something that people may want or you possess, and they don't really have anything. Because if you're in America, Black Americans have done all the footwork in this country. I mean, we, fought for civil rights, gained our civil rights. We have over 60,000 patents. So, I mean, it's nothing they really have that we may want. The only thing we was looking for, I guess, with Africans at one point was some type of allyship, and we never got it with them. So maybe you could say allyship, but even then, we really didn't need that. We just wanted to connect our struggles to overthrow, white tea supremacy. So I kind of just rest right there, but there's nothing that comes to mind that they have that we won't.
So what do you feel about them saying that they come here and do better than us?
Then that would be false. I mean, you can't come somewhere and do better than the natives of that land. I mean, we were the first doctors, lawyers, mathematicians. We built the country. So you can't be better than somebody who actually built the infrastructure that you live under.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
Thank you. I think it's the first time I meet on your panel. I see a lot of the family come up in here, so it's nice to meet you.
Likewise. If anyone else wants to come up, I know we're just getting started. Y'all already know what to do. It's a little icon down there. Yes, we are still doctors and lawyers. It is true. With two little people, and you can go ahead and press it to join. Oh my goodness, we've only been up here for 11 minutes. Okay, guys, we only been up in here for 11 minutes and already met the like quota. Clap it up for yourselves. Exactly, they're just coping with their inadequacies. Oh, we are jealous of the open defecation. Oh my God, why would you say that? They also boast about having degrees. Yeah, but you know, they've been busting and cracking down on a lot of the fake degrees, the degree scandals that they've been having in their communities. Thank you, Polly. It's crazy, the scamming and fraud that's been uncovered from, you know, their communities. And then they'll say, you guys don't take advantage of opportunities. It's like, what do you mean? Is it because we don't scam to the same degree? Like, I don't know. Is that what they mean when they say we don't take advantage? Jealous of someone from a third world country. Well, I'm not. If I'm lying, I'm flying. A lot of you all in the comments said that you've seen the same live stream. They're literally hosting a live stream right now saying this. Hello. Hi, guys. Hello, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say something.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. Like I said, I don't. Oh, hey, Flea. I mean, Fly. Sorry, my bad. Hey, Fly. Dang, I kind of lost my train of thought for a moment. Oh, this is what I was about to say. Okay, it came back to me. I don't know why they keep on trying to change narratives on why this whole delineation is happening. But this delineation happened because first, disrespect. Second is them playing our politics, saying that we don't deserve reparation. And then the third is a lot of people do crimes in our communities, and y'all don't take responsibility of the crimes y'all do. Y'all do it under the moniker of black.
Facts.
So when the Somalians in Minnesota did their crimes, they didn't say the Somali community did it. They said the black community did it.
Mm-hmm.
And that negatively affects our community because at the end of the day, we already have stereotypes that were set up. You talk about all the way back in the early 1900s, they would create stereotypes of black people. And then y'all come here, do these crimes, and then y'all put it on our group. And this make us look bad. So we're not going to anybody's country and playing in their politics, disrespecting their land, and committing crimes, committing crimes, and pretty much putting it on the natives of that land. Like that's not what we're doing.
Facts. You're 100% right. And honestly, because of the delineation movement and because we're recognizing ourselves as our own independent ethnic group, now we're seeing more than ever people be individually called out. I've never, ever, I cannot remember a time where I saw a man committing a crime and they're saying, Haitian guy bopped that lady over the head, blah, blah, blah. Or even now with the Somalis, they're saying, the Somalis, you know what I mean? Like, because for so long, Like you said, we've absorbed everybody's crime statistics and crime rates, and now they're having to stand on their own, and they don't like it. They do not like it. Where is everybody at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Come up in the building. I can't believe it's only like Tom is like doing something weird right now. It feels like I've been up here way longer than 15 minutes. Hello. Hello, hello, Petty.
Hey, what's up, sis?
What's up? How you been?
I've been good. I can't complain. How you been?
I'm good. I'm tired. I got a lot going on, but you know what? We in the building. Let me go ahead and give you a countdown.
So, I said the Africans hosting panels saying that we're jealous of Africans is really funny, and it's crazy. I pass through, TikTok. I see a couple of panels, and they, like I said, they always talking about us almost every day. It's like a weird obsession. Like, dang, you know, I mean, I know we popular, but I didn't know we was this popular. Where people talk about us every day on their panels, like they just obsessed. What is really giving is fans. These people are really fans, and I think they want to write off. They basically projected onto us how they really feel. Like jealous of what? It's like you come from a third world country. You know, most of y'all are broke. What do we got to be jealous of? Our our poorest people over here has more money than most of your country that you come from. In those different African countries. So, what do we have to be jealous about? Our projects is better than your hoods. So, I just don't understand. It just don't make no sense to saying that we're jealous. I don't get it. There's nothing that they've done that we haven't already done. Nothing. But what we can say is there's things that we've done that they've never done. What have they created? Not a damn thing. You know, what what have they added to the world? What think about this. That out of that whole continent, what have they added to this world to take it to the next level? Nothing. They didn't create electricity. They didn't create light bulbs. They didn't create toilets. Hell, they didn't even create jeans. I'm like, come on, man. What the hell we got to be jealous of? There's nothing like, come on, man. Let's be real. It's really funny to me. It's like, come on, man. What the hell we got to be jealous of?
Fact.
Y'all living over there in fucking squander? Stop it.
Okay, can we have Queen Red? Can I have ethnicity? Then I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
I'm a Black American.
Do you have an immigrant background?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
So to answer the question on I'm sorry, that Africans think that Black Americans are jealous. No, they're not. What I would say is Africans, they have a lot of civil war that's going on. They're killing each other. It's poorness. Like
Wait a
the
minute, boo. You
government.
using inflammatory language is not friendly for TikTok. So you can't say the K word or WAR. You gotta say unalive or like conflict or combat.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure. No. Okay, let me censor my thoughts. there's really nothing for Black Americans to be jealous for. The Africans in their countries, they're, like I hate to say it, but the Africans, they're poor because of their government, because of their leaders, because their leaders do not care about them enough at all. Now, I feel like two things can be true. I feel like, one, Black Americans have nothing to be jealous of Africans for, respectfully, but also there are some, I have some that are in my family who are ashamed of their African ancestry. Like, I don't know, like, it's just something, it's kind of hard for me to explain. Like some of my family members have said that no, they did not bring the Africans to America, which is just so, I'm not even going to go into that because it's a whole stupidity. But again, to focus on the main point, I don't genuinely believe that Black Americans are jealous of Africans because there's nothing to be jealous for. I'm like, Africans are going through ridiculousness in their countries because of their government and the white people who own. Like, segregation ended in the 90s in Africa. So no, I don't think Black Americans have nothing at all to be jealous of Africans. And I mean it with full respect because I don't have no problem with Africans, but I'm just saying it how I'm seeing it. And they're coming to America to be rich or to be, financially stable. They're not doing it. They're not staying in Africa to get bigger or better. They're going to America or Europe, specifically, Britain, to get better. And I don't see Black Americans going to Africa to get job opportunities, respectfully. And yeah, that's really just my whole thought on the matter. So yeah.
Okay. Can we have girl bye? Can I have your ethnicity? And then I'm going to give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Hello, I'm Black American. Thank you for the prompt.
Do you have an immigrant background?
What'd you say?
Do you have an immigrant background?
No.
Okay, let me start your timer. Go ahead.
I do not think that foundational Black Americans are jealous. We have no reason to be jealous. As far as I'm concerned, we have distanced ourselves. Can you mute yourself? Because it's based on how we are living, we distance ourselves from Africans and the continent itself. There's no reason for us to migrate there. There's nothing beneficial because even I know people do migrate there, but when they do, they're still a foreigner in whatever country they move to when they go there. So they're not, air quotes, home, if you will. There's no disrespect to Africans. Like, my brother-in-law is Nigerian. My problem with him is, the Africans that come here, they have that model minority mindset. They don't believe that there's racism here because they don't feel that they don't experience it like we have, because they're coming from countries that are homogenous, that are people that look just like them. So they're coming over here and not feeling the full weight of racism because Black Americans, we know it, we see it, we felt it, we experienced it. They don't know those signs because they never had to deal with being a racist. They have not dealt with racism in the way that we have. Let me see, is there any other thoughts? As Black Americans, we just live our life here in America. We don't think about Africans as much as they do. They focus way too much on our ancestry than we do. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm Black American. I have no interest in tracing my lineage back to Africa because I'm living for the future. there's no need for me to go back and trace where my ancestors have come from. It's not going to pay my bills. It's not going to benefit me in no way, shape, or form. And going back to my brother-in-law, he was doing some type of seminar that I joined, and it was me, the only Black American amongst Nigerians. And let me tell you, like that whole kinfolk thing is not a thing. I have no similarities to them. There was no commonality. There was nothing I had in common with these people. Hello? I think those are my thoughts for right now, unless there's an open panel.
Okay. I think we're gonna add someone else. Let me see. Okay, so the panel is open right now. You guys have anything that you want to add? To the girl that was up here that said the only problem she has is with some of her family that deny their African ancestry. I don't understand what is the thing with us claiming African ancestry. Like, I don't understand that. Some of us, lots of us these days, are literally doing our genealogy the paper trail way. And we've gone back quite a few generations and have yet to find a continental African up in there. And if you believe the out of Africa theory, then everybody has African ancestry, if that's what you choose to believe. I've said this multiple times. I believe in a multi-regional theory. I believe that every single landmass was connected at one point. And I believe that humanity developed on all four corners of planet Earth. And we're all entitled to believe whatever origin story we want. But just keep in mind that that is a theory.
Can I respond to you?
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just to, and you said like the so Pangea, the supercontinent. That yeah, I believe in that too. And also, in my opinion, not all like Black Americans who like we are led to believe that all of our ancestries came by a boat. Going back to that, the theory that we both believe when it was supercontinent, some people migrated on their own here without coming on a slave ship. So I don't believe, that all of our ancestors came from Africa from a boat, and that Africans, or I don't know who, like to tell us like, oh, we're not 100% Black. We got some white in us. That's not true. Not everybody's like lineage had that type of like SA in their bloodline. So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, and I think they think that we're a monolith. All Black Americans do not have the same genetic makeup. I don't know who told anybody that, but all of us do not have the same ancestry. Like, it is utterly ridiculous. Like, some people do have pale face ancestors. Some people may have African ancestry, and some people don't. And I think that America, because of the water, because of the resources, the natural resources here to sustain life, the waterways, the lakes, the oceans, the vegetation, the crops. I mean, it makes more sense that life would have probably started here first. That's just my theory. But go ahead, Petty. I saw you come off your mic. You wanted to say something.
No, I'm just saying, everybody got to do their personal genealogy. I mean, everybody doesn't have the same story. I don't know. I did my genealogy, and with the different lineages in my family, they all go back to Indian tribes. So it's like, I don't know about the African stuff. Not for me. I can't speak for the next person, what they have in their ancestry. But every time I go back, I find nothing but Indians.
Yeah, people get offended by that because they think that when you say that you're trying to co-opt the Native American ethnic group. And that's what annoys me. But I also find it very ironic because technically to be a native of a country means that you were born there, and you have deep roots there. So Black Americans without immigrant backgrounds, we are natives to the United States of America. That's like saying I'm a native New Yorker. You get what I'm saying? So technically we are, but people understand the nuance when it comes to saying they are Native American. But when it comes to saying you're a Black American, that's where everybody act like they fucking dumb, deaf, blind, and mute. Now all of a sudden we don't get it. But when it comes to saying you're a Native American, they know that that is a pointer to a specific ethnic group, to a specific group of people. When it comes to being a Black American, everybody and their mother can lay claims to being Black American. But they'll be, because Black is a race. Because we all have Negroid features. But Native literally means that you're from a particular landmass and you have a long lineage there. So technically, wherever your ancestors come from, and a grandparent is your immediate first ancestor. Like everybody thinks ancestry is 20,000 years ago. No, look up the definition of what an ancestor is. It starts with your grandparents. Now, if you have a long lineage in a place, then you are a native to that landmass. But they do not respect, nor will they go for us or anybody co-opting the term Native American, yet they do it with Black American. Y'all see how that go?
Right?
Yeah.
That's why we let them have that Native American term. Some of us are American Indian. Some of us. I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but some of us, yeah, we're American Indians. We standing on that Indian business. We're not gonna let them erase our families from the history books. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Hello.
Can we have 27 delivery services? Can I have your ethnicity? And then I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Yeah. I'm a Congolese. I'm not gonna lie. I was born in Africa, in Kenya.
Are you in America?
I have an American citizenship. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I noticed Africans, especially the West Africans, they get very, very upset when, like, Black Americans try to, establish their identity as separate. I always feel as though it's kind of unfair to do that. Like, why do they get to have a monopoly on, what Black means? Is Black? Does it even have to, does it imply Africa? Does it imply that everyone who's Black is African? I don't know. And then I've also been, because I'm kind of curious, I've read a lot of texts from before the 1900s, and it just tells a completely different story from this slave narrative that, the only way Black people traveled around the world was because Europeans brought them over as slaves. You get what I mean? So, I've always found that part of history questionable because it's a recurring pattern. Almost anywhere there's a Black population, there's always some weird slave narrative attached to it, which just doesn't feel genuine at all to me. But yeah, I don't know why Africans get so mad at the fact that and we leave to join your guys' countries, which is so funny. We come to y'all.
But there's Africans that'll say we don't have a country and we don't have a home and we're the orphans of the world and we suffer from the tree of forgetfulness. What do you think about that?
That's definitely Nigerian saying shit like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A Nigerian man would come into my chat and harass me every single day and say, you suffer from the tree of forgetfulness. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of witchcraft they be doing out there, but that doesn't even sound real, bro. The tree of tree of forgetfulness?
Mm-hmm.
And then also another thing I've been paying attention to is the genealogies that a lot of Black Americans have been posting, and it's so drastically different from this slave narrative that we're constantly sold. I don't know. Those are my thoughts, though. I'm a little bit of I have my own opinions.
Okay, so you don't believe in the transatlantic slave trade?
I'm not saying it never happened, but it doesn't explain the population of like black people throughout the Americas. I don't think so.
Okay.
I do not think so.
Okay, let's get to the next person and then we'll open the panel. Thank you, J3. Hello, the Shadow Band.
Hey, what's up with it? How you doing?
How you doing? Let me go ahead and give you your 3 minutes. Go ahead.
African hosting panel.
Wait, we can't hear you. It sounds like you
Hold
under the
on,
seat with the little mermaid.
you hear me now?
No, you sound distant. Are you like away from the phone?
Nah, hold on. I'm gonna sign out. Come back in. Let me drop.
Okay. Yeah, it was sounding, like hard to hear. But girl, bye. Did you want to respond to 27? Because I saw you come off your mic.
I have so many thoughts because I'm very passionate about being Black American. I love our people. I love our culture and community. It's just so funny. Yeah, like I mentioned before, my brother-in-law is Nigerian, and just to like, this this is just kind of separate, and the foundational Black American is jealous of Africans, and one of the reasons why, based on my interactions with my brother-in-law, they have this mentality that Black Americans are white. They perceive us as white, like American. Like, because when you think of America, most people might think white, but they don't see us as pure like them, like pure Africans. So they think that we're jealous because we're not pure like them.
Well, we're not Africans, pure Africans. And I personally feel like that's just another projection because they fight tooth and nail for proximity to whiteness. And I believe honestly that some of them are jealous that we even have European admixture, some of us. And it's just very ironic. And to see a lot of immigrants that want to come here is because we have a symbiotic relationship with white people, whether you want to say however it might be negative or whatever, but we have successfully, no matter which way you want to turn the key, things are not perfect, but we've successfully tamed a goddamn beast and made it safe to even walk around. You get what I'm saying? We're all able to commune to a degree. And that level of I don't even know what to call it, what our ancestors and what we continue to do today. Yeah, they've not been able to accomplish that in their countries. When colonizers go over there, they slap them down in the street without consequence. And even when we were going through Jim Crow, slavery, whatever, we always fought back. That's the only reason why we've been able to get to where we are with them today. And they admire that. As much as they would like to look down on us, they come over here so that they could also live amongst them and work amongst them, because they have a weird obsession is this, they view them as like God.
They hate us, they want to be us, and they want us to claim Africa so bad so they can be connected to our privilege in America. And it's interesting because I spoke to like a person from Africa, like I forgot what country it is. It's next to Tunisia. And she knew I was Black American based on how I was talking. And she told me, oh my God, the way you're talking. And I was, talking like I am AAVE. And what she said to me was, oh, just how you're talking is form of African language. I'm like, what?
Are you serious? Oh
Exactly.
my God.
Like, I was shocked when she said that. I'm like, no, we do not talk in any way, shape, or form near an African language.
Well, part of it is the education, because in school, especially in the colleges, almost everything is attributed to West Africa, Central Africa, and then somehow slavery at the same time. It's very,
But the
I don't
question
know.
would be, what about y'all? Y'all,
You're talking
y'all
about,
claim that y'all come from these tribes that's got all this ancient information. Why are you going off of YT information?
No, we have our own information. It's just not taken seriously. Because if I tell you, my people believe they're descendant of like giants or this or there's all these weird stories, man, that come with our tribes.
The Naki alien stuff.
It's just there's a whole lot of stuff that like within the tribes that are passed down that people will not take it seriously in an academic environment,
I think it is shocking for y'all when y'all find out that all of us didn't come from slave lineages. I think that shocks y'all. Like, oh my God, all of y'all wasn't slaves? No.
Yeah, it does shock us because it's different from what they teach us in the schools. But to me, because when I saw Roots, like, something about that movie just did not make sense to me, bro.
It was fiction. And it was written by a white T man, and he wrote a book called The African, and the guy who plagiarized it for his screenplay or whatever movie, whatever, he got sued, and the guy who wrote The African won in court. He had to pay.
That movie was pure propaganda. They showed us to us when we were children. I don't know. It's like psychological warfare.
Yeah, what you talking about is Alex Haley. Alex Haley created Roots. Yeah, so he was sued for his story. I mean, he had an interview where he said the story is fictitious. So you already know it's not really a real story. But I kind of wanted to hit on a kind of like a different point. Cause I think I'm more we're trying to talk about like immigration and how immigration really don't benefit the Black American community, and historically it never have. If you actually like look through history, when Black people were doing the best and we were the most successful, it was during times of low immigration into the country. So what immigration does is it's a tool of capitalism. So what happens is when you have an influx of people coming in, businesses feel like they can undercut the market. So when the market is undercut, you have a lot of people to fill in positions that will get paid lower than the actual people who live on the land, who are native to that land. And I think that's a big proponent that a lot of people miss. It's not that we are against immigration, but we're against how immigration is used in capitalism. Because wages have been stagnant for about, 30, 40 years? So if we understand that, most Black Americans will be kind of foolish to be pro-immigration because it's literally doing damage to our community. I don't think nobody really speaks about that. Because when everybody comes here from another country, think about where they set up their businesses at. They set up their businesses in the Black American community. So we got a little bit of everybody in our community. We just don't have African businesses in our communities. We have Caribbean, we have Latino, we have Asian, we have Arab. And all of them are taken from the Black American community and pouring nothing back. So we're not pouring nothing back. Our community is getting worse and worse. It's almost like you a leech.
Oh, we talk about that all the time over here. And I absolutely 1,000% agree with you. And it's because they're incentivized to do so. In order to stay in this country, I can't remember what law, how it works with immigration, but they literally had to either have some type of business to maintain their visa and, gain citizenship, or actively be like in school or something like that. And a lot of them opted to open businesses, but they were not given loans to open businesses in certain communities. They were given loans to open businesses in our communities, though. And the irony of it all is that a lot of those groups don't like us. They're very extremely anti-Black. Some have learned to tolerate us, and then some have had no choice but to be more accommodating because we invented boycotting. As much as people would love to make it seem like we just allow people to treat us any type of way, in 2026, a lot of us demand respect way more so than what was happening in, a couple decades ago. We absolutely have shut down plenty of beauty supply stores. We've shut down hair salons. We've shut down gas stations where we're not being treated the correct way. And we are reclaiming our power.
I agree with that. Like, there's no other race that have started many movements that have stretched out globally. Even Black Lives Matter went global. No other race can do the types of movements that we have accomplished for our country and globally.
Yeah, but this is where I feel like you guys are probably gonna disagree with me here, but there's some I want to say maybe like psyop where a lot of the men's involvement gets almost like undermined. Like people completely ignore it in broader media and academia. Have you guys noticed like people like Martin Luther King are very, very celebrated, even the whole concept of slavery, how they in almost all of history, this is the truth. In most of all of history, slavery was done by taking children, usually the women, because the girls were prized. They would become concubines, and you guys get the gist. Men were usually used as
Oh God,
no, hold on.
no,
Men were usually
shit.
used as like slave soldiers, like most of the time.
I
But they
love
show us these
that.
films where you have full-grown men getting dominated by like fields of full-grown men getting dominated by one white guy. You get what I mean? Like
What was
there's a
that?
lot of psyop to make.
You gotta remember, man. A lot of that history that you talking about is doctored up history. The way that you can find the true stories of what really happened to people known as Black Americans is through everybody's personal genealogy story. That's the only way you're gonna find out the true history of what happened over here in this country. They told y'all a generic slave trade story, and they put it on all of our families to say, hey, this is where all these people come from. But when you actually do your personal family story, you find out that most of that stuff didn't even happen. And I can see, it throws people off. Like this one chick that's in the comments and this dude named Fearless, like their brain can't even fathom that a lot of us don't even come from slaves. Like they can't even fathom because they want to hold on to this, that we're slaves. They want to hold on to this narrative that we all come from slaves because it makes them feel better about themselves, and it gives them some type of fake superiority complex. But real history, real family stories, will put that stuff to bed. That all that falsehood. So yeah, they can cry in the car all they want. Yeah, the true history, and that BS that y'all learn from those this generic slave. I'm not saying the slave trade didn't happen, but this whole generic slave trade story that everybody was slaves and all that stuff. Y'all keep falling for that nonsense if you want.
Yeah, a lot of things what they don't mention is paper G-side and reclassification.
Yep. Thank you, Matt.
And a lot of people don't understand those two things. And yeah, a lot of people don't understand those two things that went on. A lot of people got reclassified. A lot of people who were indigenous actually, and the small group of Africans actually got classified together. So I think a lot of people kind of missed that part of history. I mean, people have spoke about Walter Plecker, the Race Integrity Act or the Integrity Race Act of 1924.
Racial integrity.
Yeah, the Racial Integrity Act of 1924. Yep, by Walter Plecker. I mean, things like that did happen. A lot of people got reclassified. So it's a lot of history that have been hidden. I think people don't realize if you can disconnect people from the land, you can claim that land to be yours.
Yes.
Thanks, Pooh.
And also, there's also a whole business, especially in the West African countries, where they make profit off of retelling the slave narrative. I know you guys know.
Trust me, we see it, dog. I
Yeah.
saw this one video on TikTok. It had me laughing, dog. They made a Kunta Kinte. I forgot what West African country did it, but they made this fake Kunta Kinte, slave dungeon area. They said, "Oh,
Yep.
this is where Kunta Kinte was taken from." I'm like, man, these some of these Africans are insufferable, man.
No,
Like
but
the
the
stuff
problem
that
is
they do,
they're
and they
actually
don't
tricking people
even know
though.
that the story ain't even real. But they like the stuff that people do, man, is crazy, dog.
And if the story is 100% real, I feel like them profiting off of that is so morally like wrong. How do you like if the history is true, they made the first profit selling the slaves. Then they're gonna wait 100 years later, make profit again by telling the people that they sold them. It's crazy work to me, but I don't know. I would never pay the dollars to go see that shit.
Yeah. I mean, and what they don't talk about is the numbers, right? About because when I was a kid, they used to tell us it was millions of people that was brought over here,
That's true.
and then now they saying less than 5%, 388,000. That's numbers they give out today. Different about different websites says different numbers. Slave Voyages, I believe, said less than 90,000. But right now is 388,000. But it's a very small group of Africans that came to America. Out of the 12 million, majority of those people went to like Brazil, South America overall, and the Caribbeans. So we had the lowest the lowest group of Africans that came over here. So there's no way that group of people could build up to about, I think it was 1870 to 4 million. I mean, you gotta look at the average lifespan of a slave. Those are very harsh conditions. I mean, so to think that natural births is the reason why our population grew would be almost like a crazy ass notion. It'd be asinine to me.
Yeah, brother. The story that it goes deep. I wouldn't want to go into no more detail about that, but y'all tap this screen, dog. Show Sister Love Jones some love, dog, for real.
Yeah, bro, because you got places like Brazil, tons of black people. There's just no way you're telling me like because Europe at that time was going through serfdom, that these people were able to build ships that could carry that much food and then carry people at the same time, and they never got overthrown. You get what I mean? It don't make no sense, bro.
Thanks, Pink Eyes. Thanks, Cherry.
Nobody spun back. Like, that's another thing that confuses me. Like, no African kingdoms put together like a fleet of ships and spun back. It doesn't make no sense.
Well, you also got to add in some of these African kingdoms, tribes. A lot of them in in business with some of these Europeans.
They were complicit.
Yeah, they was real complicit in it. People forget it's called the African slave trade. So they traded with a lot of them folks, and people forget that.
And honestly,
It's one
too.
lady.
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. My bad.
No, I was gonna say a lot of the trading that went on was intercontinental in the Americas and also on the continent of Africa. So even the dungeons and things that you see, they were trading people throughout the continent. They were not shipping people, millions of people over here. I mean, look at what's going on present day in 2026 in the northern African countries. There's still absolutely slavery happening to this day. It's so sad. Even in, the West African countries, Nigerians are selling their children. Ghanaians are selling their children for $80. Like, it's still happening today. And so a lot of what we see, and they make it seem like, oh, this is where they held people to bring them over here. No, they were holding people to ship them to other parts of the goddamn continent. It's crazy. But we have another person on the panel. Hello, Don.
Hey, how's everybody going?
What's going on?
Yeah, I've been scrolling and seeing a lot of them. I don't know. They blaming us for some. I guess January 6th was getting some type of reparation or something.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they mad and blaming us for that. They saying that
What?
it's hard for. Yeah, they saying this FBA fault and Black Americans fault that they getting reparations. It's our
You
fault.
can't be
There's a
serious.
bunch of crazy shit. Like I'm sorry for cussing, but I don't be understanding. Every time I get on here, that's why I take a break. Every time I get on here, there's somebody talking about us, and we be minding our own business. Like, I don't understand where does this jealousy point of view come from? What is it to be jealous of an African? Like, no disrespect to them, but y'all ain't even got nothing to be jealous about. Our lower class is like y'all middle upper class. So what is there for us to be jealous about? Like, yeah, I don't understand this thing they have for us. Everybody against us for some reason, and yeah, I can't stand when they try to tell us who we are and about the slaves. I don't know nothing about that. My grandma said they didn't start saying nothing about no African slave trade until the 70s. They didn't learn nothing about that in school. So
Mm-hmm.
all this is, I don't know why they working so hard to Africanize us like we gonna believe them over our ancestors, over our grandma and our grandparents. That's just crazy to me. Everybody can have oral tradition but us, which is
Yep.
crazy. You don't understand why. And what they gotta lie about and say pretend to be this or pretend to be that. What did they gain for lying? What did they gain for saying that? They haven't gained anything for telling us who we are. So, and I lay my plane there.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out though how the hell are we getting blamed for the January Sixers getting reparations or restorative justice?
I
That
seen
just
about
makes sense.
2 or 3 panels with that exact saying it was our fault. Y'all happy now with
How?
the VAs and I kid you not, Love Jones. I seen like 2 or 3 panels saying it's our fault. They getting reparations. The January 6th was getting reparations. Like we control anything, like any of that nature. If we control that, we would have gave ourselves reparations before anybody else. So I don't know what their problem is.
That's insane. Okay, SFJX, can I have your ethnicity? And I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
I'm Black American.
Do you have an immigrant background?
Not at all.
Okay, go ahead.
So I misunderstood the comment when y'all was talking about reparations. I was referring to the reparations that Ghana was trying to pull because since sometime last year, even before then, I knew it was the okie doke when they started doing the whole celebrities getting dual citizenship here and there, and then it went to the whole Ancestry.com thing, and then I went on that's when I had found out about this African Union thing. And I'm like, since when did they graft us into this African Union, into the sixth region, right? So I started Googling and doing a bunch of research. I even went to their website. And the reason why they tried to make the play for reparations through Ghana is because they're looking to allocate reparations to build the infrastructure of their continent.
Mm-hmm.
And if you was to Google what's the importance of African Americans in the sixth region of the AU, it's going to tell you right then and there that it's going to tell you right then and there that our intellect, spending power is crucial. All this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So all this thing in Ghana is crazy, man. And they had a meet sometime last year. I believe it was last year, or at least in the last 2 years, about reparations. And then when you Google it, it also says they want to leverage our voices for reparations. If anybody has critical thinking, you know what leveraging is. So that's what I want to touch on.
Okay. Okay, the panel's open if anyone wants to chime
I
in.
was gonna say another thing too that I guess when you look at the power dynamics globally, if a country like Ghana really wanted reparations, you wouldn't have to announce it. You would do what's been done throughout history, where you build an army and you take it, you get it back in blood. Like that's how power has always worked. And there's no African government that I'm saying this as an African that really operates like that. Like we're very, very kneeling towards the current hegemon. You get what I mean?
I
It's
think
tough.
Ghana should be paying reparations. Ashanti was one of the biggest slave traders in the on what was one of the biggest traders and participant in the trade. They shouldn't be getting nothing. They should be giving. If they was really honest and genuine about what they trying to do, they should be offering instead of trying to ask for anything. That's just the
They don't
truth.
have anything to offer.
That's true too, but I'm just saying they want us to meet y'all genuine. Y'all should be saying we trying to figure out a way to give y'all something instead of trying to say we finna try to get something for y'all. Like we can't do it ourselves. Like who do y'all think we are? Who do y'all think y'all talking to? This ain't that. So I just think that just been disingenuous when they asking for anything. Like the Ashanti was one of the biggest, if not the biggest traders in the whole thing. Like how many of them castles are still standing over there and they profiting off of it to this day because they standing for tourism.
Yeah, it do
Yeah,
feel like they double dipping right now. It's like
exactly.
y'all benefited off the slave trade. Y'all pretty much got paid for that, and now y'all coming back centuries later trying to get money. And it's like you really don't know who's really Ghanaian and who's not. How do you know that Black Americans are Ghanaian? What's the numbers on that? What's the percentage on it?
Exactly, man. It's
How
like
about
another
and
form
then
of
and then when y'all
colonization.
get the money, and I say this right, then when y'all get the money, are we gonna get a slice of it?
No.
How y'all gonna
Absolutely
do?
not.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
on
What
their
you gonna do with the
website, bro.
money?
It's on their website. It actually says we won't have a say. It's gonna go to their infrastructure, and they're gonna leverage our voice. Because you know how black people get excitable when it comes to things like this without any real, diligence or research done. They just gonna get excited and hit and just run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that Ghanaian president brought his dusty foot ass over here to America, desecrating our ancestors'
It's like
graves.
another form of
Absolutely not.
colonization, man.
We gotta start putting belt to ass to people about this type of stuff.
All right.
Hey, you
Hold
know
on,
my man.
guys. 2 seconds. We have two new people on the panel, and then after they go, we'll open the panel back up. Hello, Deli.
Hi.
Okay,
I
let me get.
wanted
Go ahead.
I wanted to get on what it was saying, but I can just sum that up because I wanted to get on to what they were talking about. Africans hosting a panel saying FBAs are jealous, and it's not true. Obviously, these little bums don't know how to work, and they need some tension, but that's neither here nor there. But I wanted to get on to what they were saying earlier when they were talking about it goes towards the infrastructure and how they come back like centuries later. It's just that they got the short end of the stick. It was like they were supposed to make all of this. They were supposed to be POSs. They were supposed to, have all of these monetary gains and stuff like that. And if you look at African Union, there's over 55 different African countries that are talking about quote unquote slavery and how it affected the people here in the US. They have garnered over $100 million off of this story, and they still look at their roads and then look at Ghanaians and things like that. They still have modern day trafficking and slavery and all that stuff where they are from. They're not looking to benefit anybody. They just want to line their pockets, or they want some type of or a monicum of what the little ish people have or small hats have. And they want to sit there and have political value over here. So when they're talking about like a sixth region or like anything of this sort, like they are trying to put a staple on it, just like that reparations thing when they were sitting there talking about, no, they don't want the money because a lot of people are so not and not capable of thinking properly. They was like, no, they don't want the money or whatever. They want them to like just own up to the fact that this is a worse atrocity, albeit it was the worst atrocity of what we went through, but it's not what you guys have went through. You guys have done that for yourselves, but it's more so the fact that if they attach themselves to either the Caribbeans or South America or all of these places and things like that and be like, yeah, we're all one love. No, 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 because them artifacts are not theirs. Those artifacts belong to the original countries. And one of the main ones is ours. It belongs here at home. You don't get to call that stuff. So I'll land there. I'm sorry, I got like 16 seconds, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, counting. Okay, Bell_N. Can I have your ethnicity? And I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Yeah, I'm African. I'm actually Ethiopian.
Are you in
I
America?
live. No, I'm not. I live in Ethiopia.
Okay.
But I have been to the States before.
Okay.
I went to Georgia State and lived in the U.S.
Oh,
before.
it sounds windy. Are you in a car? Like, trying to hear you. Hello?
I think it's my phone. I'll just try to keep it very short. My phone is kind of annoying. I agree with the lady before me that African Union is useless. I live in a city where the AU is headquartered, and I actually have I get some consultation jobs because my background is in finance. The AU is totally useless. All they do is come here and inconvenient us, the locals, every time they show up. Roads are blocked for days and stuff. And by the time they leave, everybody's like relieved because they have not done absolutely nothing. But the thing is, unfortunately, I agree with the panel saying FBAs are a little bit jealous of Africans, but I don't blame them. Because when Africans first arrive, they look for the collaboration. They try to sustain themselves by adapting the culture, the Black African movement and everything, the Black American. And then by the time they make it, they try to abandon that community. I tend to agree with that. Africans have their cakes and eat it too, like myself. Even though I'm Ethiopian, I went to school in the US and I'm back here comfortably living in Africa. So I agree that the FBAs might feel a little bit jealous of the Africans, but not in a unjustified way, because the Africans tend to forget like what kind of Black Americans, what kind of contribution they have made, sacrifices for the Africans.
Wait, you gotta tell us why you agree that FBA is jealous of Africans.
Because of the conversation that I get on these panels from time to time, and then they keep saying, "You do nothing for us. You do nothing for us. Go home. Go home."
No, but how does that equate to jealousy, though? You have to be specific because I'm trying to understand.
It's just that one statement, "You're doing nothing for us," tend to make me believe that they were expecting for them to come back and do something.
But do you know what jealousy means? Jealousy is a complex emotion that involves feelings of insecurity, fear, and anger over a perceived threat to a valued relationship or status. So do you think that Black Americans or Black Americans without an immigrant background, that's all FBA is. Do you think that
That
we're
is so true. You're
insecure because of, we feel threatened by Africans' existence? Like, I'm trying to understand.
I think there's that element of it. I'm not saying totally jealousy, like 100%, but I think there's that sentiment of begrudging, because like I said, it's 2% of Africans living in the US. It's not like a whole 1.4 billion are in movement to flee Africa. But the little percent in the US, they have built their own communities. They are becoming more prosperous. I'm not saying all, but they take advantage of their presence in the U.S. And if you see, like most Africans, I'm not saying all, of course, some are still struggling even in the U.S., but some of them are doing good.
So do you think that more Africans are doing good than Black Americans?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
So why?
The FBA, the Black Americans are very prosperous community, but the FBAs are different in my book.
No. FBAs are Black Americans. I don't know why you guys.
No. I know. I'm talking about the movement.
Sweetheart, I'm gonna need you to understand definitions to words before you say them. Okay,
One
so when
insult
you're
at a
talking
time.
about
Okay.
jealousy, you actually have to know the definition. Or when you say begrudgingly, you need to know the definition of said word before you speak it in a sentence. So before you use these little or co-opt these words that you know nothing of, I suggest you use words within your realm. And that's okay, but I need you to stop
Thank you for
using
the
words you do
insult.
not know
It's fine.
definitions to.
I have a word. It's called
What's
qanat in my
begrudgingly? No, no,
language.
no, no, because
It's
you
a
said it.
feeling.
No, what
Jealousy
is
means
it?
qanat in my language, so I
What's
know exactly what
begrudgingly?
qanat is.
What's
Qanat means,
begrudgingly?
yeah, qanat. I know the sentiments. I don't
What
have
it?
to
No,
speak
no, 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 not the
English to
sentiments
know
of
the
what
mean
you think
Wait
the
a
the
minute.
word
meaning of
is.
Yo,
Wait a
No,
minute.
not
respect,
Hold
what
please.
on,
you
Deli.
think.
Hold on. I'm
no.
trying to.
I'm not.
So wait. So you're dropping a word in your language. You're speaking to us in English. So you translating it to your language
Yeah.
is
So I know
not. It,
exactly what.
but
Yeah.
it's
So
not
I know
gonna. It's not.
exactly what it means to me.
So
I know what
what
it
does
means.
jealousy? Okay. So what does jealousy mean to you?
Jealousy is envy in one word. I don't have to be like statementicize it.
Okay.
It's
So
just
what is what is
Envy and
jealousy?
jealousy are not the same
They're
thing.
not. Let's look up what envy versus jealousy means because
Envy and
we speak
jealousy
okay.
is not the same
English.
Hold on,
thing.
one at a time. I'm sorry. Okay.
Girl. So while often used interchangeably, envy and jealousy are distinct emotions. Envy is wanting something that someone else has. So what do Africans have that Black Americans want? Go ahead. Name me 5 things. Go ahead right now.
Okay, I'm speaking for specifically FBA panels. What they've been.
Okay.
I'm not
So
talking about Black
what do
Americans.
okay. I'm gonna say this again and slower.
Yeah.
FBA are Black Americans. Everybody doesn't use the
Yeah.
term, it's interchangeable with Black Americans. A
Yeah.
foundational Black American literally is a Black American without an immigrant background.
I agree.
It's the
I'm not.
same
I'm
thing.
not.
So you guys
I'm
are trying to
not.
say that FBA are not Black Americans. They are Black Americans. So
No,
tell me
I'm
what
not.
do okay.
Okay,
Tell me
go
what
ahead.
do Africans have that foundational Black Americans without an immigrant background don't
Yeah.
have?
Okay, fine. I'm African. I'm slow, right? It's fine.
No, I'm not. I
I'm
never
not
Nah,
said
that's a
you were
cop
refuting.
slow.
out. That's a cop out.
I'm not
Respectfully,
refuting.
not like no disrespect to you, but what you
That's
sound
fine.
SF,
like,
hold
not
on.
like
I
what you
want her to
sound.
wait. Please stop. I want her to
Yeah.
respond because the pivoting and the deflecting it lets people pussyfoot around what they're saying. And I want you to be specific. You said envy. You replaced the word jealousy with envy, or you said jealousy to you means envy, and envy is wanting something that someone else has. So, what do foundational Black Americans want that Africans have?
So at least you agree with my, I mean, my envy approach of jealousy, right? Jealousy might have a lot of different faces, but thank you for the envy part that I came here for. I read your prompt, and if it says Black Americans are jealous of Africans, I wouldn't be here and say yes. I wouldn't, because Black Americans are not jealous of Africans. I am specifically addressing the FBA because that's what I read on the prompt.
So, can
Oh
And
you?
my
if you
We
God.
F.
can I
All
I
right.
told
finish?
you that that's the
Can
same
I
thing,
finish?
lady.
Can
Let
I
her
finish?
finish. Go ahead. I'm gonna just before
Yeah.
you finish. FBA and Black Americans are the same thing. You don't even need to say that
Yeah.
again. You've said it already 2 or 3 times.
Absolutely.
So just
Absolutely.
tell us what do Africans have that foundational Black Americans are jealous of? Point blank. Period. We don't need to get into what you read on the prompter. Just tell us. We're curious.
Like I said, they have built their own communities and they're doing okay than when they arrived.
So Africans come to the United States of
When
America
they
and
first arrived.
they have communities and they're doing okay, and that's what they have that foundational Black Americans don't have. So that's why FBA is envious because Africans have communities and they're doing okay for themselves in America. That's your answer. That's your final answer because we got to get to the next person on the panel.
Yeah. I mean, even they're engaging in politics that they shouldn't be. Don't get me wrong. I'm not on the Africans, disrespectful or whatever attitude side. I'm not. I'm just stating the fact. I'm not saying Africans are doing really. I mean, it's not justified what they're doing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not on that side, but I'm just stating some facts. It could be because of these reasons, and it's justified.
Okay, I'm gonna. You can stick around, and we'll open a panel. But I'm gonna get to the next person. Let me mute you, and because I know people probably want to ask you questions. T, can I have your ethnicity, and then I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for inviting me onto your panel. I'm ethnic Black American, FBA. Those are the same. That's the same group of people that this woman doesn't understand. Black Americans are not jealous of Africans. Black Americans have more than Africans do in our country and in their country. That's why they had to flee to come here. Had it not been for our ancestors advocating for these people to come here, they wouldn't have anything in the first place. And everything they have is them eating off of our hard work. That's number one, lady. Number two, she asked you, what do Africans have that Black Americans don't have? Black Americans are doing better than Africans in the United States, and we're delineating from them because of the ignorance that you just said. I'm gonna
Oh, what happened? Hello?
He may have gotten a call.
I'm here. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. These people all operate through some form of delusion, narcissism. They can't prove the facts that they're trying to say by saying that Black Americans are jealous of them. There is absolutely nothing that Africans have that we don't have, and there's nothing that they've done that we haven't already done in our own country. They haven't done anything in their own countries in the last 300 years. We can't point to any innovation that they've engineered worldwide. They haven't created anything popular. Everything they do, they copy us to get notoriety and then turn around and say, well, we don't have. I don't even need the whole 3 minutes. The whole thing is just absurd. And they say they come here and create communities. Well, they came here and created communities because of the civil rights movement that Black Americans advocated for. And the reason that we advocated for these people to come here was because we wanted them to go along with what we had already achieved. But what our ancestors didn't understand is that they didn't do that in their own countries. They have too much tribalism and they fight against themselves. That's why their country is third world. And that's why they don't have anything there. They didn't understand that these are not the same people as we are just because we have the same skin tones in some way. Just because we have the same skin color does not mean that we're the same people. We are not these people. These people have messed up mindsets. The way they think doesn't make any sense. There is nothing that Africans have in this country that Black Americans don't already have. And Black Americans are off way better than them in this country. And our delineation, for the most point, is probably going to take away all that stuff that they have, especially when it comes to birthright citizenship, especially when it comes to us reclaiming our lineage-based stuff. They ain't going to have nothing. So just keep talking, saying how much better they are and how we're jealous of them for nothing, and see how good they do when they can't leech off of us. And I'm going to land my plane there. Thank you.
Okay. Black Lions. After Black Lions, we're gonna open the panel. Black Lions, are you there?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you
What's
tell
up? How
us
are
your
you?
ethnicity right quick, and then I'm gonna give you 3 minutes.
I'm Black African from Sierra Leone.
Okay.
You're
Go ahead.
African.
No, I'm a Black African from Sierra Leone.
No, you're African.
Go ahead, Black Lion.
Well, I see no reason Black American will be jealous of African people. There's absolutely no reason. So I don't even see the reason of this panel today. I don't. And the guy who's saying that, the guy who just spoke, who is saying that Black Americans are better than Africans. On what basis are you saying that?
What do you mean on what
He
basis?
literally told you.
Yeah,
He told
you're
you.
gonna sit.
On every basis, sir. Every basis.
You're gonna sit.
We didn't go to your country to have a better life. You can't
Hold
die.
on, T. 2 seconds. Black Lions, do you want to use your time to interact with him, or are you gonna start crying and saying, "I'm on a timer. I'm on a timer"? Because you asked him a question. Is that what you want to do with the rest of your minutes?
Yes.
All right, go ahead,
That's
T.
what I
Y'all
want.
can go back and forth. Go ahead, T.
Yes.
Yeah, on just about every scale, sir. Every scale. Black Americans, for one, don't leave our country to go to other people's country for a better life. And we go to somebody.
Yes, you do.
No, we
Yes,
don't.
you
If we
do.
go, no, we don't.
Hold on,
If we
let
go
me
to
finish.
somebody else, if we go to
let
other
me
people's
finish.
country, we have our own money. We don't go there and eat off your resources. We don't do
Why
that.
don't you compare yourself to black to white Americans instead
That
of
would be
comparing
that would
yourself
be the
to
staple
black
since we have
Americans,
that.
to black Africans?
That would be
That's
the
so
staple.
stupid.
Excuse me, that would be the staple in this country since that's what the
Listen,
history
listen
of
to
this
me.
country is, and we can explain ourselves very well compared to white people. What y'all don't need to do is come in here and try to compete with us. You need to be in your
You
own
just
country
running your
competing with.
mouth. You don't know
No, you
shit.
just running your mouth.
Okay, I'll invite you to Africa. You will see
Sir, I've been to
how
Africa. I come from a military family, and I know how you live, so you can't tell me
which
nothing.
country.
Oh, I've been to
How do
South
you live?
Africa. We've been to Ghana. We've been to the slave quarters. I know how you live. You ain't
So
gonna convince me of anything.
so
So don't get up here. Don't try to say anything to me about that. I know how you live.
Ghana. Listen to me. Ghana is more developed than Mississippi. Do you know that?
Sir,
Do you know
you're out
that?
of your mind.
Do you know that?
No, I don't know that.
Ghana, you cannot compare Ghana to Birmingham, Alabama. You know that.
Is that why y'all fleeing?
Man, you're out of
Is
your
that
mind,
why
sir.
y'all going to other
Am I out of
countries?
my mind?
Is
Yeah,
that
you
why
So
y'all
are.
got
you see,
modern day
You don't
slavery
even
and
have
child
toilets.
trafficking? Is that why y'all got
You
you
that?
people don't
guys,
have toilets, sir.
you
You're
guys,
shitting
you
on the
guys are
streets.
so. You guys need to educate
You
yourself.
don't have toilets. You're shitting on the street. Is that true or not? In
What?
Ghana.
What? What?
What?
We go to Southeast DC. Go to Southeast
Sir,
DC. You
are
see
you in
people sharing.
Africa?
That's in DC, downtown DC, in
Are you in
Southeast.
Africa,
People
sir?
will be sharing on the street.
Sir,
Do you
are
know
you in
that?
Africa?
Do you know that?
That's cat.
Sir, are you in Africa
Do you
now?
know that? I mean, you
Are
guys
you
are
in
sitting on
Africa?
this panel dissing
Yeah.
African people.
Have a great
Instead
day.
of
No, we
comparing,
not in
Goodbye.
hold on,
Africa.
let me
Now,
finish. Let me
respectfully,
finish.
sir, nobody's.
Okay.
Well, me personally, you said you talking about Ghana, right? I literally, you can go on Google. Ghana is literally trying to steal reparations from Black
I've
Americans.
been to Ghana. It
That's
No,
don't look
crazy,
so
bro.
good. I've been to South Africa. It don't look so
you
good.
guys,
I've been to Nigeria. It don't look so good. I've been to the great parts. Because
listen,
I can
listen.
afford
I was
it.
in
But I've
Mississippi. I was
seen
in
the
Mississippi.
cities and
Listen to
I've
me.
seen how
Listen
you
to me.
guys live. So
Ghana,
why are you lying
Ghana,
here?
Ghana,
No.
Ghana
You
is
was
way better
banking
than
on nobody
Mississippi.
being over there or nobody knowing. I don't have to.
Listen, Ghana is way better than Mississippi. Part of Mississippi. Ghana is way
No,
better
it's
than
not.
Alabama.
Oh, but where are you? Wait, hold on. Are you in Ghana?
That's none of your business.
His ass is
Exactly.
up
You're
in
not even
That's
America.
none of
in
your business.
that
You
place
up
that
in
you claim
You
America.
is
guys are
better
here
than.
instead of comparing yourself to white America. You compare yourself to Africa.
Hold
Africa,
on,
the
Black
first
Lion. Let me
independent
let me
What are
country in
say
you
something.
talking
Africa.
Hold on.
about?
Black
Hold on,
Americans.
Deli. Hold on, T. At the end of the day, Black Lion, you do this gaslighting shit every time you come up in here. I know that you're one of my biggest fans and that you're obsessed. But look at the prompt. Do your eyes work? This is literally somebody named Trip that is one of your kind that made this prompt and said FBA is jealous of Africans. He was on live the whole fucking day. I scrolled, I left out, came back. My FYP kept showing me the shit. I took a screenshot. We're not sitting up here comparing ourselves to you. Y'all compare yourselves to us. And I always tell you this, but you continuously gaslight me. I am making this prompt based off of the things that you guys say and do. An African guy made this prompt. It's a screenshot. That's this screen name right there. And everybody, most people in this live was scrolling the FYP and saw this man on live for hours talking about FBA is jealous of Africans. So why don't you address that prompt? And why would this guy be sitting up here making this prompt? And then you get mad when we respond. And I think it's utter malarkey. Why do you get to talk shit about us for 55 hours? And when we say something back, oh, you guys need to stop comparing yourself. Oh, you guys talking shit about Africans. We didn't start this. We never started with y'all. We finally entered the chat and now you get mad and you want to fucking cry. Go ahead.
Hey,
Go
Belle,
ahead, Debbie.
just in case you didn't know, that's what's called a victim mentality. It's when you start something and then when people hold you accountable, they all of a sudden you victimize yourself, sort of like what you did earlier. So these are educational things that you can learn, Belle.
And if Black Americans were jealous of Africans, like she said, she just needs to know of what, because we have more than you here and in your own countries. And if Black Americans were to compare themselves to YT people in the United States on a basis of where we are and where they are, we have every historical confidence and evidence to prove such. Y'all come over here trying to compete with us because y'all can't compete with the people in your own countries, and you can't compete with the white people here. That's what y'all do. Y'all come over here trying to overthrow us because y'all are jealous of us. And there's plenty of reasons why you would be jealous of us. Plenty. There is absolutely no reason why we would be jealous of you. No reason, no ethnical, logical reason. You know, had we been jealous of you, we wouldn't have advocated for you folks to come here. But our ancestors didn't know how y'all really are. It's good that we do now, though, because it's just stupid that y'all even come up with this nonsense. It's y'all own insecurity and narcissism that are going to get you in trouble. That's all I have to say about that.
You know,
Yeah,
real somebody else.
I would love to pose the question, right? Because Ghana is a country. Mississippi is a state.
Oh, that's a good
How
one.
about in a country? So we're gonna do some comparison. You want to compare country for country, or you want to compare states? So I don't know. Y'all got states out there. Whatever reason you have, we can do that. But we can compare a country to a state. Like nobody does that. So where in Ghana do you want to compare to Mississippi?
That was good. That was very good because
Accra.
that was so good because they're always
Accra.
comparing us. And you know what's crazy too? As Black Americans, we are a subset culture in a whole country. We don't have our own country. So for us to be a group of people within a country living in an infrastructure that clearly was created to be against us, we are fucking doing astronomical. And I don't understand how other groups of people don't look at us and say, wow, look at what these people have gone through. Look at how resilient they are. Look at how they've literally built and cultivated one of the most influential cultures, even though y'all love to say we don't have a culture because it's forever evolving and it's not some ancient shit, primitive shit that you got to
You
dig up out the
breaking up?
goddamn graveyard. You know, I'm breaking up.
Yeah, just a little
Now
bit.
you
Go
good.
ahead.
Oh, y'all can,
You
okay.
good now?
So
Yeah.
y'all think we don't have culture because it's not primitive and you don't have to excavate it out the goddamn graveyard because we're forever growing and evolving and changing and shifting. The fact that we were able to do that, we don't have our own country. We're living amongst a beast that we had to fucking tame for y'all to even be able to walk around here freely and go to a PWI and go to a HBCU and get a job and make money and send it back to your home country. You wouldn't be able to do that had it not been for the plight of Black Americans. So to not look at us with admiration in your eyes, but to try to look down on us and demean us
We do.
is
We
absolutely
of course we do.
disgusting. We never
Listen,
demeaned
Love
or looked
Jones,
down on
Love
y'all.
Jones. Of
Black
course we do.
Lions, hold on. We
Of
never looked down on you guys until you started doing it to
of
us.
course we do.
It
We
hurts
do.
my
We do.
feelings
We
when
do.
I
We
do
do. We
research
do.
on some of you all's countries and I see some of the conditions that some people are living in. It makes me sad. I don't like to get up here and talk about y'all shitting in the street. We don't like to do that. But if you keep talking about us,
But that's exactly what you guys are doing. That's
because
exactly what you guys are
you
doing. And what do you
started
guys
it.
expect?
You
What do you
started
guys
it.
expect?
What do you expect? You started it. You cannot keep telling people
Wow.
you don't have culture. You don't know where you're from. And I keep saying this because
Nobody
this is what
listen.
you better not get your funky ass up here and say nobody said that. You a fat phase on lie. You all have been saying that since we came into contact with you guys on the United States of American soil. Don't you get up here and tell that lie. And you don't think it's disrespectful. And that's where the issue comes into play. You do not think it's disrespectful to continuously discredit us and tell us we have no culture, tell us we don't know where we're from. That is disrespectful. And that's why that's offensive. With your lying ass.
Anyways, you're not black either. Africa
Yeah,
is a
They don't
continent.
even
I
care,
was
to be
hoping that
You
you
see,
would
how
learn
can you say
that the
Africans are not black?
United States
How can you say
is
that?
a country and not
You see, this is the
a
thing.
continent, but Africa is a country. That would be your race, your African. And then your ethnicity would be your
So stupid,
tribe, and your
man. You are
nationality
so
would
stupid.
be your country that you are in. You are not black, dumbass.
I
So
mean,
don't sit there and play with me as if you're a black African. No, you guys were never considered black. You guys were never considering yourselves black, even in the 60s. So
what are
stop
we?
being
What are we?
stupid
What
and
are we?
learn
What
somewhere
are we if you're
else.
not black?
You're
Don't
African.
try me, baby. Try
What?
Jesus. Because if
We
you take
black
it to hell,
Africans.
Lucifer himself gonna have to get my foot off your neck.
I mean,
Don't play with me
Hurry
when
up.
it comes to this stuff. You're not black.
Hurry up.
You're not black.
Hurry up, please.
if
Hurry
you're
up.
You're not
black,
black. You're an African. Be
if you're
proud of
black,
that. Do you
if
not
you're
know yourself? Do you not know your nationality or your tribe?
Do you know the
Do
difference
you not know
between
that?
black
Do you
American and
not
black
know that?
African?
Do you
if
not
you're
know
black,
that?
hold on,
Black
dog. Let me answer
African is
that.
an oxymoron. You guys don't have a racial construct on the
Exactly.
continent because
Yeah.
majority of you are the same phenotype. You do adopt racial standards and societal standards when you come to the Americas.
Honestly, guys,
A lot
oh
of you
shit.
say you didn't know you were black until you came over here. Like, let's just keep it real. So that's
That is
why,
true.
you know, of course, according to Google, you have Negroid features and phenotypically we're, you know, the same as black now being a race. But as far as like a black American or just even saying black period, where you're from, you're not black. You're
That is
Sierra
true.
Leonean. So stop lying. And you're whatever tribe that you come from. You're not black in your homeland. So stop that bullshit.
If I
Can
could
I say
ask
something
him, if I could ask
before I
him real
go?
quick. So
Wait,
he
go
said,
ahead, FBA, and then after you bell, you can go.
I had two things to say. First, if you're black, what's your black culture? What's black culture to you? Black lion.
He's
Hello.
doing the order right now. He be driving around, dropping people off and picking up food and shit.
Oh yeah. How about well then the other thing, and the other thing I wanted to say was I kind of go back to when I don't know who was talking. It was some lady talking. She was trying to make a separation between FBA and Black Americans. So I would love to know. So what's the difference between a Black American, a foundational Black American, a African American, and a Negro? What's the difference between those people?
And a
It was
mulatto
Bell. Yeah, it was Bell.
and a slave.
It
And
was meant. Yeah.
I
How
mean, we can
about?
go down the list.
I mean, but
Oh,
let her answer that
She don't
question.
know
well,
nothing.
after she answers, we got a new person. We got two new people. Shit, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bell, and respond to that, and then we got to get to the two new people on the panel.
No, I actually wanted to come out of the mute before the question, so I don't want to touch that. What I wanted to say was I live in a country where I was agreeing with the lady before him. She's absolutely right. Africans are not black on the continent. That is a true statement. As soon as they leave the continent, but that's when they have to identify as blackness. In my country, we have no whiteys whatsoever. We have very few whiteys who are expats. You don't see them on the street. I could be driving around at this all day, and I'll come back to my home without seeing not one whitey person. So why I'm saying this is that's why everybody looks like me. I am me. I am my name. I'm not even an Ethiopian because I'm in Ethiopia. Obviously, I'm an Ethiopian. So I'm not black. I'm not anything. I'm just me. And but there's still a division. We have that tribalism. Then somebody might ask me, okay, what is your tribe? That could be a question. My blackness is not questioned. She's absolutely right. I'm not black. I'm an Ethiopian on the continent. But as soon as I leave, then I'm forced to identify as something, which is mainly as black. But it
No,
doesn't matter.
nobody
Hold on.
forces you to identify that. When you get to the United States, there is always that other option where
No,
they
I'm not
say
talking about
they
just
have this
United
blank
States.
line and you can
I'm
write
can
down
I
what you
finish?
are. You do not have to identify
I'm
as
not talking
black
about
or
the US.
non-Hispanic or non this, that, and the third. You do not have to
Can I,
identify. That has
yeah,
always been an
you're
option. What aren't
okay,
you
okay.
guys
Calm
seeing?
down, calm down. I'm not talking about the US. I'm talking
I'm
about as soon
calm.
as
It's just that you're so
I'm
ignorant. It's
talking about
pathetic
as
at this
soon as
point.
you leave the
Nobody
continent
has to
doesn't mean always the
identify
US.
as black.
Can I
Nobody.
speak? As soon as
No.
you leave the
No,
continent
because
doesn't
you
mean
didn't
you
even
are in
answer
the
the
US.
original question.
Yeah, I would
Hey,
love.
So
hold
no,
on.
you don't. You went off on a tangent about
No,
how
no,
we don't
no.
identify
That's
whatever.
not what
When
I'm
we go
saying.
into the United States, you do not
I
have
did
to
not say that.
identify what you are not. That
I
makes
did not say that.
absolutely
I did not
no sense
mention
to
the
me.
US. I did not
But
mention the U.S. As soon as I leave the
One
continent,
angry
doesn't
ass
mean it's
panel.
always in the
No,
U.S. I
that's
can
not
be
what
in
it
You're
Europe.
right.
means.
We're gonna
I
stop you
can
guys
be
from going back
in
and forth. I gotta get
Dubai.
to the next two people. Hold on, Belle. Hold that thought.
Let me finish and I'll go. As soon as I
Go
leave the
ahead,
continent,
land, and I
doesn't
gotta
mean
get.
I
I
am
gotta
in the
move on.
US. I can be in Dubai, I can be in London, I can be anywhere. I said as soon as I leave the continent does not mean I'm in the US always. That is stupid. That is ignorant. Leaving the continent doesn't mean I'm going to the US. I haven't been to the US in 10 years. What are you
So you
talking
said
about?
once you leave the continent, you're considered black.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Yes.
you said. You know this space
Yes.
is
Yes.
recorded, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can
And
be in
you're not.
Dubai.
You're considered
You're black.
African. You're considered
Yeah,
African.
absolutely. You're
You're not
right. You're
considered
absolutely
black.
right. But if you go to UK, you're black.
No,
If you
you're
go to the
African.
Emirates,
You're
no, you're not.
African.
Nobody cares about African in UK.
You're
They want you to
African.
identify. I am
What?
Jesus
African.
Christ.
All
I'm
right, we
always
gotta get.
African.
I gotta move on. Let's get to the next people on the panel. Can I have Candy to Bossy? Can I have your ethnicity? And after you, we're gonna get to Craig. Candy to Bossy, are you there? I sent you an invite to unmute. Can I have your ethnicity? And I'm giving you 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Possible, but that lady is so ignorant and stupid. I don't want.
You can. You can. It's not your goal anymore, Belle. Candy, are
yeah,
you there?
You're intelligent.
I'm here. I'm Black
You're very
American.
intelligent.
Okay. Do you have an immigrant background?
No,
Okay, let me give
no,
you your 3 minutes. All right, go ahead.
I'm Black American, so I live in SoCal, so I live in Los Angeles, and so it kind of it's bothersome when Africans are referring to us and they say the most insulting things about our culture or lack of thereof or whatever that they say because we're not identifying as African yet they're when they come and they do business like braid shops, African shops, all of those shops are in our neighborhoods. We patron those shops. So how are we jealous of Africans when we are their biggest consumers? It makes no sense to me. We can't be jealous of people that we're supporting and helping that are coming over here for the American experience.
Yep, I say that
To
all
be,
the time. Go ahead.
yeah. And so that's all I really wanted to say. And I don't believe that it's hate with the FBAs. I believe that that the Africans are targeting them because they said they wanted to delineate. And I believe that that is a vital thing because it's too much riffraff with them and for them just not to try to insult people, just listen to understand. And they don't listen to understand. They listen to speak. And I'm not FBA, but I know a lot of FBAs. And I do think that delineation is very vital for this very reason.
Let me ask you a question, Candy. Do are foundational Black Americans Black American?
Yes, they are.
So what's the difference between a Black American and a foundational Black American?
There isn't any difference. It's just the labeling.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Did you
love,
have anything
I'll be
else?
right back.
Okay. Did you have anything else you want to add before I went to the next person on the panel?
Oh, no, that was it.
Okay. Let's get to let me in the countdown. Okay, Craig, can I have your ethnicity? Then I'm gonna go ahead and give you 3 minutes.
Woo. Hi, how are you? I am
Okay.
Black.
Do you have an immigrant background?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, first I'm going to say, let me say this. Let me turn this TV down right quick. Okay, so let me say this, that these Europeans really got this whole panel fucked up out here. Let's start there. Okay. And I mean that in all sincerity because we are arguing amongst ourselves. And I understand what everybody is saying about Africans. Believe me, I understand this. But to continue, we need everybody to be against them because to continue the fight that we're on, it's not enough of us as Black people. It's not enough Africans. It's not enough of any of us
any other ethnicity to go against these Europeans, and we're out here fighting amongst each other as if this is okay. This is not okay. This whole panel, even the guys panel earlier. I missed the whole panel. And I'll say this again. I truly understand what everybody is saying. But this is not okay. This is craziness. This makes absolutely no sense. What we're talking about here. Whether you're African, whether you're black, whether you're jealous, whether you're not, whether you this and it's all by design. It's all by design.
So you think a European went and told that African guy
No,
to start that
I think
panel?
it's let me tell you what I know for a fact, okay? I have more than a few African friends. And Africans are treated like that young lady said from the African lady that's on here. I'm sorry. That's on here. She said
Ethiopia.
she is treated black. She is treated black. And I'm gonna tell you when she's not treated black, when she opens her mouth. And that's when Europeans treat her differently. And that's when all my friends say the same thing. When they open their mouth, when they walk up, they are treated black until they open their mouth. And then it's almost like they feel some type of like they need to apologize to them for slavery, not to us for slavery.
Okay, and how is that something that we're at fault for?
I'm not saying we're at fault for it. I'm saying that we don't need to be arguing. Either side doesn't need to have an argument. We need to come together, not argue about it.
You don't think that we've
they're not at
tried?
fault for it. They're not at fault for it, and we're not
But
at fault.
I have to ask you a question because I think that this is very extremely disingenuous. You don't think that for years, someone said earlier, I'm not even sure if it was you or Candy, we've literally patronized their shops. We voted for them to get into high positions in office. We hired them when we got into positions of being a supervisor. I've been in spaces where I've trained immigrants of all backgrounds to work next to me. Exactly. So how is it that we are in the same boat as far as camaraderie or being held responsible for coming together when we've done that when they initially got here? They set up shop in our neighborhoods. They were amongst us.
Those are not the people that you're having the problem with, though. Not all of them feel the same way. I have nurse practitioner friends that are very much Africans. They don't feel the same way. Not all of them feel the same way. Only the ones that the Europeans can get to and make them feel that we're there.
So you think that Africans don't have autonomy? You think that they don't have their own minds? You think that they're just like puppets and children, basically?
Of course, I think a lot of people are.
You
puppets.
think that they're children?
I think a lot of people are puppets. I think we're puppets too.
Okay, we can't talk at the same time, Craig. No, I'm gonna mute you because I gave you your 3 minutes to speak uninterrupted. Your time is up, so now I'm gonna speak to you. We can engage in a conversation. I think that it is absolutely diabolical to absolve grown adult people for their own actions. When we were growing up, we saw them with flies flying in their eyes and big bubble stomachs saying, feed the children. When it came over here, we didn't treat them as they were impoverished or beneath us or starving. We didn't treat them like that. We extended grace. We've seen other immigrants depicted in negative lights as well on commercials and TV and media. We've seen it as well. We've also experienced them. So to keep saying, oh, European this, European that, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I've experienced these people in real life. No one had to come up to me and tell me how to feel or what to think. Like that's absurd. A lot of us have experienced these people in real time. So as an adult, you have the choice to treat people and to carry yourself accordingly. To constantly blame the white man is a cop-out in 2026. We have enough resources. We've spent enough time around each other. And you're saying these are not the people. So who the people that's snatching the box braids from the root out of Black Americans' hair and locking them in the shops? Who's doing that? That's who's doing that? White people are going in there telling them to do that? Going into their shops and getting terrible customer service, white people are telling them to do that. Getting on the internet and making panels and constantly saying we have no culture, we don't know who we are, white people are telling them to do that. I just it just it's tired at this point.
Can I address what she said?
So who's doing it? Are black people doing it? Are black people going into those shops? Are black people getting their hair snatched out? Who's doing it?
Yes,
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Africans are snatching the hair out.
Those are two people. Those are two equally minded
Africans
people.
are snatching Black American women's
Then
hair
why
out.
are you going?
We have literally had to boycott. Are you not on the internet? I
I
don't know
am
if
on
you
the internet. I'm on the
so have
internet,
you not seen movements.
they're in my area as well. I'm not mute to that. I just told you I'm
So
around them all
what's
the
your
time. But
She
what
said,
I'm
what
why
saying
we
is
not
that
unifying
those
as an
people are
African?
not the same people that you're referring to. Those people, we're not talking about the educated ones. We're not talking about the ones that you
the
talk.
educated, do you know how many fake degrees do you know that there's literally an operation called Operation Nightingale of them, the ones that are so educated, not saying all of them, but some of them have fake degrees. They lie about their accolades. Like these are things that are under federal investigation. So we're not going to make it seem like all of these people are just so educated and they're just so unbiased and they've never said anything about it. It's like that is a blatant lie. And it's unfortunate that you lie to yourself because someone can smile in your face. Are you familiar with white Europeans?
Some
You
of
call
us,
them Europeans.
some of us have fake
Europeans will
degrees. Of
smile
course
in
I
your
am.
face and act like they love you. Whole time they're stealing a whole country from underneath your feet.
Exactly,
It is the
which is what I'm
same
saying.
type of tactics
Which is
that immigrants
exactly
use
what I'm
against us.
saying.
They will smile in your face because they need your money, they need your resources and get where they need to
All right.
go. And then they will show their hand and then you'll get to see who they actually are once you're no longer useful or they've gotten everything that they needed to get out of you. It is the same tactics. Europeans know how to be nice and smile in your face. Whole time they about to take your position.
I mean,
They do
and then I would love to kind of add on to it, right? Because he said that we need to team up together, right? I mean, we already fought for them to be here. We already established the civil rights. But why do Africans, Caribbeans come to America? Did they come here for economic opportunity or did they come here to fight white supremacy? Which one is it?
Of course, they come for economic opportunity, and you would too if you were in that situation. But hold on,
Okay. Hold on, right
but
there,
hold on, but hold on.
right
How
there.
do who
But
treats
that's
them?
in.
How do they
But let me
get
say
treated
this.
better?
Hold
How do
on,
they
right
get
there.
treated better though?
It's in direct conflict of what the Black Americans are fighting for.
But
Because
you, but you can't.
we're fighting to end white supremacy. We're fighting for a better life for Black Americans in this land. They're here to benefit off the system.
How
So
do that? Who lets them
already,
benefit though?
y'all already have two opposing ideologies.
Okay, so who letting them benefit? Who's letting them benefit? Are they benefiting on their
I mean,
own?
we're the
Or
ones
they,
who
are
fight
they
for it.
no. Are they
We
but are
fought
they
for it.
hold on, but are they benefiting on their own or are they putting them against or are they putting them against us to benefit? That's
Nobody's
what
putting
I'm
them.
saying.
I
Nobody's putting
think
them
can
against
I
us.
can
Yo,
I
hold
talk?
on.
Nobody's putting them against us,
You
man.
got
They
Africans
come
that's
here.
going to
They
Oh
come
my
college.
goodness.
here.
So you
They are
saying they're
coming in
benefiting on their
Wait, one
competition.
own.
mic. Everybody can't
Let me
speak
say
at the
this.
same time. I don't like the over talking.
Yeah. Let me say this. They're coming here for economic opportunity. So that means that they already have a capitalistic, already have a competitive mindset. They're coming here on their own free wills doing this. Nobody's forcing them.
Exactly. No one's forcing them. But when they get here, how are they getting it? Are they getting it on their own? Are they getting it just because somebody walk
They're
up and
getting
throw
it
it
through
on them?
Black American
Or, hold on.
support.
No. Because we've been here a long time. So are they getting it because somebody just walk up and throw it on them? Or are they getting it because Europeans say, oh, okay, well, you know what? That's another class of people that I can put ahead of you and make them angry with them.
No, they didn't come to make them angry because they didn't
Oh,
want.
okay.
How about they didn't want their
Okay.
ass to be? They
Okay.
didn't want them to be here to begin with. We
Okay.
fought for them to
If they
be
didn't,
here.
if they
Yeah.
So
didn't want them to be here,
we're the ones who gave them. We're the
let's
ones who
talk
gave them
about
the
it. If they
economic
didn't want
opportunity.
them, if they didn't want them to be here, they would have been had their African asses back on that boat the same way they did the Mexicans.
And
Honey.
that's what's happening right now.
Ma'am,
People
that's
getting
what literally
deported.
But they would have been the
happening
first
now.
Can I
ones on.
say
They would have
something?
been the first ones on
Ma'am,
there. They would
All
have been
right.
Can I
the
say something
first
real
So
ones
quick?
on
in
there.
everybody
19.
mute. I really don't like when you all talk over each other. It makes my ass itch. Who just SF, you can go
Yeah.
ahead because you've been on here, and then Bell, you wanted to chime in, you could chime in after him, and then Shirty.
Just
Go ahead.
two things I want to respond to. She's like, we need to unify and support each other. But then when you mention the whole thing about pulling hair out, she gonna say, well, why would you go there? Well, maybe because they want to support, right? So that's that. Then the second thing is these you got all these black, melanated immigrants that come over here offer scholarships for minorities, which is for Black Americans. And then they get into politics and they vote against reparations for Black Americans. So, but you don't never see none of the Pan Africans speaking up against that.
Okay, everybody up in here. Let's double tap the screen. Let's get this live to 50K likes, and make sure you support the panel and send heart me's, and make sure you guys help to reach the gift goal. Thank you everybody for joining tonight, and follow me, okay? All right, now I said I was gonna let Belle speak. Go ahead, Belle. You got 60 seconds. Then after that, we got to get to Shirley.
Okay, so yeah, I agree with the lady about when Africans open their mouth, that's when people, especially whiteys, know who they are. That is actually sometimes non-threatening to them. As soon as they hear my accent, they would be like, "Oh, I thought you were Black." I was like, I think in this country I'm Black, but I'm Ethiopian. So that right there sometimes is a benefit to the Africans, because the whiteys now would see us as non-threatening alert. So they're okay. We can befriend them. We can have them in places where we go on. I have noticed it myself. Even you go to a store, and as soon as they hear my accent, I'm definitely treated different. I'm not saying better or less. Definitely different.
Better.
Yes.
Okay.
Not always better, but most of the time, yes. And they would ask me straight up, "You're not Black," meaning, yeah, I'm not Black from America.
Thank you, Belle, because you're making so
But
many
it's the
great
truth.
points that I'm going to touch on, because you're basically proving that they don't see you as Black. And I love that.
No, they
because
don't.
you all love to say, "Oh, we're Black. They all see us the same. If the police pull us over." And then Craig, she made a great point too by saying,
That's not true. Yeah, they
when you
really
open your
don't.
mouth, then they're gonna know that you're not. And it's like, well, so are people just walking around mute? Do Africans not speak? Absolutely, they speak. Do immigrants not talk? Absolutely, they talk. So thank you guys for making those points. And I need to make this point as well. So Craig said that we need to unify, and there's more of them than us, and we all need to come together. But Belle just made a beautiful point. She said we're non-threatening. So if no one is scared of Africans, if Africans, from what we know, have a history of being docile, of being agreeable, of not really causing a ruckus or fighting back, and they don't have the same rebellious warrior spirit that Black Americans have had against the white people, we got to just lay it out there. What makes us think that they would be a great ally for us when they're non-threatening? If they're non-threatening, then that means that they must let a lot of things slide. That must mean that they just turn the other cheek when it comes to certain things. It must mean that
Can
they're
I
not,
add before I go?
no one is scared. So if you're
You are
passive,
right.
if you're non-threatening, if you're docile, you are not going
But
to
it's
get
by
in.
design. Like she
We
said,
cannot,
it's
I
by
don't like, please, everybody, don't talk. I'm talking. Then that means that you're not going to put belt to ass with us in the streets. You probably would cower. You might run and hide, or you might even fight against us. Because when you get in fight, when you're fearful, when you feel like, oh my God, I need to team up with the winners. And that's what you all have done by default. Because if we really were all the same, we would have already unified. We would have already communed with each other. We would already be united we stand. We would already have more strength in numbers. We do not, because you guys did not assimilate to what you should have when you came over here, because you want to be next to what you deem as the superpower in the country. And that's okay. Now we are agreeing, like, yes, we're not the same. And everybody acting dumb, deaf, blind, and mute. If we needed to be together and that was going to happen, it would have been happened. It's been over 6 decades since immigrants with the excess of melanin have been in this country, since we've been supporting them, since we've been the ones voting them into positions of power, thinking that we're all the same. If it was going to happen, it would have been happened. Let's get to the next people on the panel, and then I'll open it back up.
Can I wrap up?
No. Okay, Shirley. Hello, Shirley. Thank you for the echo. Shirley, are you there? I'm sending you an invite to unmute yourself. Thank you. That's so pretty.
Yes. Hello,
Okay.
everyone.
Hello. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. Go ahead.
I am FBA, and no, FBA is not jealous of Africans. Why would we be jealous of Africans? That makes no sense to me. But one thing that I guess it was Craig, I'm not sure, that came up and said, well, we should be working together. We know that. They don't know that. That was one of the reasons why we helped them to get over here. So we could work together and we could all make it together. They don't want to do that. So why does everybody get on because I hear this when I'm on the FBA panels. Somebody's going to come in, and they're going to say that they're Black American, and then they're going to say we all need to be working together. We know that. You need to be in them African panels telling them that. We don't need to be told that. We know we need to work together. We've been trying to do that. That's why we elect them to office. This is why we try to support their businesses, because we understand that we need to work together. They don't want to do it. They don't understand it. So we don't need that correction. They need that correction.
Hello.
So, I mean, and just like you said, I didn't run across any of those. I try to basically stay within the panels, the people that, put panels that I know. And then I definitely don't go into any African panels, because they're not going to let you talk. Because the minute you start talking, with some sense, they're going to mute your mic. So why even go in there to talk to them? They just want to have a hate fest against Black Americans. But to hold to be on there all day talking about Black Americans, that makes no sense. Why don't you go in there and tell them, hey guys, we need to be working together? Why not go into those?
Well, you just said I couldn't go in there because they was gonna mute my mic. So how?
Okay, well then you wasting your breath over here talking to us, because we know that they don't know it. That's what I'm telling you. We know we need to work together.
But I can waste my breath if I want to. Don't worry about my breath.
No, hold on, Shirley. 2 seconds. You, Craig, you came up here. You are very hypocritical, because you came up here and told us you just said I can waste my breath and I can talk about what I want. But you came on my panel and tried to tell me and everybody up here what we need to be talking about. And y'all both need to stop talking about this. And why y'all talking about this? And why y'all doing that? So it's just very ironic that you are offended at somebody telling you what you should talk about.
I
Your
never got
tone
offended.
absolutely gave offense.
Never got
you came up here initially telling me and
I'm
us what
grown enough
we
to know
need to
when
be
I'm
doing.
offended.
It's
I'm
very
grown enough to know when
ironic.
I'm offended.
It's very ironic. Go ahead, Shirley. You can land your plane.
Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think she just wants to come up here and antagonize and say things to try to get people riled up. But I'm not getting riled up. What you're saying to us is you're preaching to the choir. We know that. You need to go over there and tell them Africans, hey, we need to work together, or talk to some Africans you can talk to, and let them know, hey, we need to work together. And one thing that Muhammad Ali said when he came back, they was letting Africans in the restaurant that they would not allow him to go in.
Yep.
So yeah, they know what they doing. They're not dumb. They know what they can get away with. They're not dumb. Just like when they get stopped by the police, those accents come out real quick. So they won't have to go to jail or pay a ticket. They've been playing this game with these daggum white folks. We know who it is that's causing the problem. They know who it is that's causing us a problem. But they think that if they just continue to just play the game, they can make it. Well, I'm here to tell you, no, you can't. You're not going to get away with it. You act like there's no God. There's a God, and he's fair, and he's just. And he's going to deal with it. And that's it. I land my plane.
Okay, let's get to the next person on the panel. Anji, can I have your ethnicity? And then I'm gonna give you. Let me mute you, Miss Shirley. Anji, can I have your ethnicity? And then I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt. Anji, I sent you an invite to unmute your mic.
I'm Black American.
Do you have an immigrant background?
No, pure Black.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sort of just sitting listening right now. The lady Craig, whatever. What is that?
Yeah,
The lady
Craig.
Oh, ma'am. Did you come on here to upset us? Because that's all you've been doing, and the things that you were saying is just it doesn't make sense. I've worked with Africans. I've been around Africans too, but they show you one face and they do another. And those that you around are no different.
No, how would you know that? The ones I'm around, you don't know them. You have no knowledge, just like I don't know the ones you're around, and you don't know the ones I'm around.
Right. But one thing about you, since you've been on here, you've been more critical of foundational Black Americans
No, I have
than you
not. I
have
just said we need
anything.
to.
I don't
No, I
even
have
know
not. I said something about white
you.
people.
What are you? What are
I'm
you?
black. I'm black, and
Well,
I
you
said
don't
something about
act
white
like it.
people.
How old
I
are
said
you?
something about white people. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything
How
about black
old are
people
you?
except we need to get along.
How old are you?
Old enough.
See? Well, check this. I'm 70, and I
That's
know
good.
that you got to be at least close to that.
No, I'm not close
Cause
to that, but that's good.
you sound almost like a slave, white folks slave, but
Really?
instead you are African slave.
Oh my God.
I'm done.
Yeah, you really are done.
Oh my God.
You're right.
Wait a minute. Not
Now, if I get disrespectful, your feelings will be hurt.
No, my feelings won't be hurt because I'm
Yeah,
in
they will.
Christ, and I can recognize the devil when he come in and try to
Is that
make a
what you
bunch of
think?
mess.
That's what
I'm
you
in
think?
Christ. You're
That's
not
what you
gonna say
think?
anything to hurt me
Is that
because
what
I
you
know
think?
who I belong to, ma'am. Do
Get her,
you?
Auntie.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't,
Yeah, I
because
do.
you're not acting like Christ-like. You're
Why? Because
confusion.
you
You're
think you're
acting
acting. You think
confused.
you're
You're
acting Christ
bringing
like. You
confusion.
think you're
You're
acting
bringing
Christ like. You
confusion.
think you're
I have
acting Christ
listened to
like
you the
by
whole
hating.
time. You are bringing
You think
confusion,
you
and
acting
God
Christ
is
like by
not
hating
a
people,
God of confusion.
and
He
God is
is
not
not.
a God of hate either. And you think
No,
you
he's
acting
not.
Christ like okay?
But you in a small sense, you promoting it
How am I promoting it?
with your mouth.
What are you promoting?
I'm promoting that you. Never mind.
She promoting the truth. That's what she's saying. You
No, she's
promoting
not.
hate
No.
and
What are you
lies,
Y'all
the
promoting?
stop
things
saying
that you spew.
HATE so much, y'all, because I don't want to get nobody to get a restriction. But that took me out. I could not. Lord. Do we have anybody else new up here? I don't think so. Okay, so the panel is open. No derogatory terms.
My
Don't
bad,
over
my
talk
bad.
each
I
other.
forgot.
No monologuing. And the panel is open, but don't over talk. But go ahead. Did
Well,
anybody want to?
yeah, I
Let
guess I
me
go
go
ahead and
first
chime
because
in.
it's
I
daytime.
mean,
I have
hold
to go to
on.
work because it's like
Okay.
8:30 my time. Can I go first?
Okay.
I had to
Go
drop.
ahead, and then FBA you go.
Okay, so I'm just glad that I do not have to live with any YT institution, government. I'm just so grateful to my ancestors for paying for my freedom. I mean, all these YT aggressiveness talk, it doesn't apply to me. I came here to make a little bit of a contribution. If you guys don't like it, that's fine too. But I'm coming from a different context, from a country with no racism whatsoever. We have our own issue, which is tribalism. So I might not relate to this blackness and all that kind of stuff. That came with a price for me, and I'm so grateful to my ancestors. And even the continent problem, South Africa right now, they are captive. They are under whitey rule. The same thing with the U.S. the FBA, the African whatever, who live under the whitey rule are the ones with problems. And I'm just glad I'm not part of it. And whatever I say, it might not be welcomed here, but I don't care. I'm happy where I'm at. And you guys, you're good luck. Good luck with everything.
Okay,
Thank you
I
for
don't
having me.
understand why you even came on here because
Bye.
you do not apply here. You do not
No,
enter
it's
your thoughts
no
here. I don't
true.
understand why you even decided that you wanted to come on here and speak
Okay,
on something
bye.
that you know nothing about. You're in your country and that's a third world. So y'all need to figure that out. I don't understand why you decided that you was going to have a voice over here in a discussion that has nothing to do with you. And she put up the picture and she knows who those people are. Why are you speaking as an Ethiopian? Like that ain't got nothing to do with you.
A lot of these people, they just don't care. They really choose not to understand. It's pure ignorance. You know what I mean?
I don't get it. It's like if y'all don't know nothing, don't say nothing.
Correct.
If y'all don't have the history behind it, or if you don't know anything about the history behind it, and it's the craziest thing how everybody wants to sit there and think that we're talking about immigrants need to go back home, as in we're not talking to these Neanderthals that are cave dwellers. We're talking about them too. Everybody, $5, they can go back home too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you guys consistently victimize yourselves? We're not talking about just y'all. We're talking about all y'all need to go.
You know they hit dog holler.
Like, what in the world? Why are you guys so obsessed with us? And why you guys know that you are for the last 60 to 70 to 80 years, y'all have been obsessed with us. And oh, they don't see us as a threat and all that. Yeah, because you're docile. You stay on your knees. You don't even need to have them around to do their bidding for you. We're in, just like how Love Jones said, we're in the belly of the we're in the belly of the beast. And we still had to do this. And we still do it. Y'all can never accomplish the things that y'all think that y'all would do. And y'all want to sit there and be like, how come we come to America and like we make more money than you guys? Just because y'all don't make 15 cents a day and make $10 an hour does not mean, oh, I have a house, I have a car, I have this. Okay, being an adult, that's what you're supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Yo,
You think that is finery and that is a luxury. We call it regular. We call it being an adult. Those are the things
Adulting.
that you
Thank
should
you.
have.
That
Those
part.
are not accomplishments. But you come from, if you can feed a child today
Oh my
with
God.
19
Bell.
cents, you can actually
No.
Yo,
feed
Bell.
their bellies. That's where y'all come from.
Yo, Bell. If you the
So
peep,
you
right?
really think that you made it in life.
Yo, Bell.
Don't come over here thinking that the way that we do things is a sparse or anything like that. It's because you guys are docile. You guys lay down and open your mouths for them. That's
Yo,
y'all.
yo,
And
Bell.
that's why
Peep
you
game.
guys are failing in your country. Whoever comes to this country has already failed in theirs.
Yo, Bell. Peep game, right? You notice when she said the whole thing of non-threatening, right? What if you listen closely, they really be speaking in between the lines. So what they saying, like what I translated that when she's like, "Oh, we are non-threatening," they basically projecting like, "Oh, you guys can't do such and such or maybe profit because everybody looks at you as a threat," and it goes into the gaslighting because they all into our culture, so they know our struggles and they use it against us to gaslight. That's the way I took that when she said it.
Okay, we got go ahead, FBA, and then we're gonna let we got two new people on the panel after you. So go ahead.
I mean, I had a lot to say, but but Dolly said everything I already needed.
My bad.
But
I'm sorry.
nah, you good. I love you, sis. That's why we need y'all. But yeah, I'm going back that claim. We have fought for every single body. We have fought for unity across the whole of the diaspora. We have fought for people of color, minorities. How much do y'all want Black Americans to do? We did everything we possibly could do to try to foster some type of unity. At this point, if y'all can't realize that we've been trying to work together with y'all, that's a y'all problem. That's not us problem. Because now we worrying about ourselves and we're not worrying about everybody else. Because y'all not worrying about us. Now I just land right there.
Okay, let's get to Pharaoh. Pharaoh, can I have your ethnicity? And then I'm going to give you 3 minutes to speak on the poems. Pharaoh, I sent you an invite to unmute your mic.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Jamaican.
Are you in America?
Yeah, I've lived in America my whole life.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the divisiveness against like immigrants and like it seems like a lot of slander to me. Like I feel like a lot of people come to this country for a better opportunity, and I don't feel like they quote unquote failed in their home countries or that they're failed.
Hold on, Belly, let he on a timer. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think they're necessarily failures in their home countries. People come from other countries with degrees, and when they get here, they do whatever they do and build a life for themselves because, you know, that's what America is for. That's what America is. It's been a melting pot. And some of these people have families that have been in America that have fought in struggles for some of the rights that, you know, we hold precious, which we all hold precious as immigrants or anyone coming to this country. We piggyback on, you know, the civil rights movement of Black Americans. Everyone does that, even South Africans to an extent. So I think a lot of the divisiveness is silly. A lot of the sort of antagonistic vibe towards anyone. Apparently Jamaicans catch all sorts of strays for I don't know why, but we do really need to be uniting. It all feels like a silly psyop, and should really get it together and actually like do things for all of us.
So, can you tell me some things that Jamaicans have done for Black Americans to unify with us? Please don't bring up Marcus Garvey.
Swear to God, if you mention Marcus Garvey.
Mention Marcus Garvey.
No,
go ahead.
That is the worst.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay, I'm not going to mention Marcus Garvey, but we definitely have participated in.
No, he was trash. Can't mention ska. You can't mention dance hall. You can't mention reggae either, because that was inspired by us. You're welcome.
Oh, I didn't know all those things were inspired by you.
Wonderful. Now you know.
Can you tell us how have Jamaicans come to the United States of America to aid Black Americans?
I think we vote.
Voting?
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're just going to chalk it up to you can't because you guys haven't. You've come here, you know, as individuals, and that's okay. But I just don't like that you guys.
No, but do you think that the majority? Do you think we're like voting for different things, or like we're not in the communities with you?
You being in community with us doesn't mean that you have our best interests at heart. There's a guy, I keep always bring him up and I mix up his name. Is it Donald Gaines? What y'all know what I'm talking about? He's Jamaican, the Baron. Yeah, what's his name? Say it again.
Brian Donald.
Brian Donald. Yes.
Byron.
He's Jamaican and Panamanian, and he's actively voting against reparations for Black Americans. I also did a piece on a Jamaican guy. I believe he's in Florida. I also did a piece on a Jamaican scholar, and I use that term loosely, but he was like a professor, you know, and he wrote 2 books. It's on my page. You could check my content out. He's a Jamaican man. He wrote 2 books on why Black Americans do not deserve reparations. And he also said that civil rights was our reparations that we had to share with every fucking immigrant and white lady in the goddamn land. So you all, not you necessarily, but I'm saying like the Jamaicans that are prominent to me that I've seen, or Caribbeans or whatever, they've actively undermined us when they get into positions to help. They do the opposite. And I'm not saying all of you do that on an individual level, but these are just like 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. Now, if you can counter that with 2 modern day, and I'm talking modern day, we're not time traveling. If you could counter that with 2 modern day Jamaicans that have actively been doing things to aid the Black American community, I would love it. Go for it right now. Boom. Hurry up quickly.
I don't know. I'm not that schooled in this stuff.
Because there's none. It's unfortunate.
I'm
Well,
sure I
why'd
could
you
find
speak
some.
on it?
It's unfortunate. But hold that thought. We're gonna get to Mo and then we'll open the panel. Mo, hello.
Yeah, how you doing, love? Shout out to the panel. You
Oh,
know,
you Liberian, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
you
Oh
remember,
God.
yeah,
Let me give you your 3 minutes. Go ahead.
yeah. Africans hosting panels saying FBA is jealous. Is
And the
this
screenshot is
true?
right there, Mo. That's a screenshot. His username is still right there. His username is Trip.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
right there. So don't come gaslight
yeah.
and say nobody said that. We go
Oh
ahead.
no, I know. I do. I can agree with him, right? Cause they might not openly, right,
What?
admit they are jealous, right? But
Wait, I can't. You got to start that over. I'll extend you 30 more seconds. What did you say?
okay. So I do agree with that prompt. FBA is jealous of Africans. I do agree with it, right? And why is that? It's because FBAs might not openly, right, say in a way that they are jealous of, Africans, immigrants, but they are. And why is that? Now, Black African immigrants, right? They have, compared to Black Americans, right? They usually have higher level education, right?
My God, here we go.
Plus or higher household incomes, right? And also when it comes to stronger family structures, right?
Get your fucking ass out of here, Mo.
So, love,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying from our point of view, right, how we see it, right? So, when we have those three things I listed, right? Black Americans compared to Black immigrants, they don't compare to that,
Get your
right?
funky ass. You know what? Keep going. Let me let you get your minute.
Love, hey, please, all right. So, I you can disagree with me, right? But this is how we look at things, right? There are things within the Black America that needs to be fixed. So when we call those things out, your reaction should be, okay, let's address that and try to fix it, right?
To
Don't
people
come
whose country
Hold
is
on, Deli.
shitty?
don't
Hold on,
come
Deli. Let
after
him finish.
us.
And I'm gonna say
Don't come
something.
after us. While we are here trying to point it out and make you guys aware, try to help y'all, right?
Gotta help us. Oh my
Plus,
God.
your country look like trash. Who can you help? You can't even help yourselves.
We helping build Black America. What are you
That's
Man,
why you
talking
had
about?
to
you
No,
are a
leave.
funky lob. Go. Let me say something.
We are helping build
Mo,
Black
land your plane
America.
so I can
Yeah.
respond to what you're
I'm gonna
saying.
land with this, love. I always tell people this, love. Black immigrants have contributed to the success of Black America.
No,
But
no. Oh my God.
the thing is, love,
Man, come
we
on, you
don't
gotta
get
bring
our
the boy over
flowers.
here, man. Stop
That's
it.
what is
good
frustrating.
flowers.
We don't get our flowers for this
You
shit.
you know what? All
Stop
right.
it.
Hold on, everybody. Mo, you are a fat phase on lying ass motherfucking Liberian. At the end of the day, there's only 250 to maybe 500,000 of you guys here. Compare you have 250 to 500,000 of you guys to the top 500,000 Black Americans. You are getting fucking slaughtered. You didn't start migrating here until around the 1980s to the
Wait, hold on.
1990s.
Love.
As a result,
Love.
hold up, Deli.
But
As a result of the civil conflicts in Liberia, you had to come here because you guys were WAR. You were fighting each other and chopping each other down over in your country. So y'all fled over here to seek asylum. Do not get your funky ass up here and say y'all contributed to the success of Black Americans, because when you do become successful, you immediately say, I want to thank Liberia. I want to shout out to Africa. You do not you turn your accent up as thick as you could fucking muster. And you absolutely make yourselves known that you are not Black Americans. So stop lying. 500,000 of y'all compared to the top 500,000 of us is not going to fucking win. You guys literally group all of y'all immigrant asses together and compare one lineage and one ethnic group to 50 fucking different groups of people. How is that fair and how does that work? No, we need to break it down. It's maybe 500,000 of y'all here, 700,000 of another ethnic group, 300,000 of another. Let's go group by group and compare that to the top 300,000, to the top 700,000, to the top 500,000. You're not winning. And they do that shit intentionally to try to make it seem like you're doing better. But you want to combine everybody and put y'all all together. You even put yourself together with Asian and fucking Indian immigrants. You did that before, like, oh, immigrants this and immigrants that. Bitch, you not Chinese. Why in the fuck is you grouping yourself with a Chinese or a Hindustan motherfucking Indian? That ain't got shit to do with you with the what? It gets to a point. You are not Ecuadorian. You are not Latino. You are not Nigerian. You are not Kenyan. You're not from Senegal. So stop putting all of y'all motherfuckers in a melting pot and comparing y'all from 500 fucking countries to a subset group of people in one country. It stops here. We are ending this shit today, bitch. Because if we gonna go country by country, then we with white Americans. Now, if you put us together with heritage white Americans, y'all all getting fucking slaughtered. So stop that.
Wait, but Love Jones is the funniest thing because Liberia didn't become a sovereign place, nor was it an actually independent country until Black Americans made it. And y'all made it the shithole place that it was, bitch.
You
So
see,
you should be
we
thanking us.
we didn't need
You
Black
should be
Americans to
bowing
be
down to
relevant.
us. There's
No,
no
we
thanks
don't.
for you
We
guys
didn't need y'all
making
to
it
be
the crappy
relevant.
place that it was. You guys did that. We
We didn't
made
need
y'all
y'all to be
sovereign.
Hold up,
We
Mo.
relevant,
Let
made
right?
y'all
Nelly
an
speak.
independent place. And y'all decided that you guys wanted to have tribalism and you guys wanted to do the dirt that y'all did. You don't even know your own history, Liberia. Don't you ever come over here and speak as if you know anything when your country was doing good and well and sovereign and by itself, and y'all decided that y'all wanted to create destruction to it. So I don't care about y'all fleeing it. Y'all made it the place that it is today. Y'all made it that way. And that's how nasty and disgusting y'all are. Y'all failed before you came here. Don't you ever think to have a dream in another place when
Why
you
y'all
had
so
your dream
emotional? Hold on a
acquainted
second.
and appointed to you when you already was there? Y'all failed on that, failures.
If he can name out, give us a Liberian activist that was in the civil rights movement.
Oh, we got a mute. Wait, hold up. What was that?
Yeah,
Is somebody's water working?
because he made the claim that Africans helped us, right? So give us a Liberian that helped us during the civil rights movement.
Of course, I
Give
can
us
give
three.
you.
Give us three
I
that was pivotal.
when I say African immigrants, how I'm not
No,
saying
no, 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 no,
specific
no, no,
thing.
no, no.
I'm saying it
I'm
as a
going to
whole
your.
from the
I'm going to
continent.
your people. No, no, I'm going to your people.
Stop saying it as a whole. He said Liberia.
Yeah, of course I can. I can give you a name from Liberia.
Okay, go ahead.
Give us
I
three.
can't. I can't give you one.
Oh,
I
you
don't
How
can't?
about
know.
okay
Oh,
then? So
okay.
that means you. How about? So you can't tell us shit because your people didn't do anything. Like she said before, we built that country. The Black Americans who went over there. How about we taught y'all? How about taught y'all how to have government? We built the infrastructure. Y'all, how about y'all was literally fighting amongst each other. So ain't nothing y'all can tell us about building a society.
You
Which
see,
is why they wish to build it again.
How about
when
your
the American
government? Your
Liberians came,
government is based
they
upon our
came with that
government.
white team mindset, right? They came with that white team mindset
No, they
to
They
be
came
didn't.
with that white team
They
superior,
didn't.
mindset.
right?
They
They
didn't.
tried
It's
to
And
act
that's the problem
superior,
with you
it's
One
saying.
funny.
mic, one
right?
mic. Everybody
If I
can't
could say
speak at
this,
the same
y'all.
time.
If I could say this, I could say this right. It's funny you said that we came with the white team mindset, right? Because if we came with the white team mindset, why haven't y'all changed the infrastructure since then?
We changing it right now. Have you been to
Yeah,
Liberia?
have you
Have
We
been to
changing it
you?
right
Liberia?
now.
Have you
Y'all?
been? Have
I
you
haven't
been,
been
Mo?
love, I'm from there, love, right? I haven't been in a
Well,
minute. You know, I do plan on going. I do plan on
Exactly.
going.
Y'all always plan on
Oh,
going
you're not
thank
back.
even
you.
there.
I do
Thank you.
plan on
So
going.
how
You're
about
not
so
even
so that's
there.
all lies. Thank you.
The ticket ain't that cheap, y'all. Y'all know ticket ain't that cheap.
I'm trying to figure out why is it that you guys get to literally claim all 50 fucking 4 countries, and but when we say something negative happened and we just say, oh, in Africa they have a grape festival. Oh no, oh
You
Sonia, you
know
gotta
that
say the
Africa
actual
Because
is
country.
love,
You have
we
54
to
do
say the
that
countries,
because that's
country.
right?
You have to say the country. That's not all of us.
it's
I don't know.
because
Oh no, no, no,
we are
no.
done
Oh
trying to
no. But
correct y'all, love.
when it comes to
Nobody
building up
cares.
the country, when it comes to doing things and being advocates and doing this and that, oh, I'm speaking on behalf of all Africans, on behalf of the whole entire motherland. We're all one unit when it comes time to
Cause
form
that's what
against
y'all
Black
know.
Americans. That's some bullshit. Cause
Cause that's what we trying to be on your
when y'all do
level.
funky shit on that continent and we say Africans and we make it general, y'all crash out. Y'all crash all the way out. But when we are saying, no, 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 you're not going to compare us to 54 fucking countries when we are literally a subset group in one country. Why do Black Americans have to stand up against 5,400 fucking tribes? That shit is outrageous. You don't think that sounds crazy?
Maybe
You
cause y'all
literally,
think y'all better than us, love.
we don't think
No,
we're better than
hold
anything.
That's
on.
y'all do.
No,
Y'all think
wait.
we're
Let's
better
Y'all
get
than
think
in.
y'all
you.
better than us.
Let's
Y'all
get
think we're
into
better
Y'all
than
that.
have that
Let's get in
YT
there.
mindset.
No.
Y'all have that
You
YT
think that
mindset.
we think that because you know that we are better than you.
No, y'all is.
I'm not even going to dismiss that disclaimer. You know that we are better than you. We work harder. We do better. We have accomplished more. We got more patents. We light up the freaking world
I gotta
if we're
correct you, right?
talking
Because
about lights and toilets and
when
all
black
of those
immigrants
things and
come to America,
EMTs
right?
and things like that. We
The
are
poverty,
better than you.
the
I will never
unemployment rate
say that y'all,
compared to
oh,
black
you think you're better
Americans
than us. We are better
is
than you.
less.
You need to
When we
learn
come to
that.
America,
We
our
are better.
unemployment rate
We're
is less
better
than
than
black Americans.
every
Why is
single
that? It's because
person
we work
on this
harder.
planet. We are
Mo. Oh
better.
my God.
It's
It
that
did.
your low self-esteem would be like you think that you're better. So now you have to disprove any lie that you can spew against us or try to discredit us. No, absolutely not. We are better than you in every single thing that we do. The way that we walk, the way that we talk, the way that we act, the way that we dress, the way that we rap, the way that we rhyme, the way that we do every single thing. Poetic. It's in Harvard University, baby. You don't have nothing like that. We are better than you. So it's not that we think it, it's that we know we walk and talk the way that we do. We don't never put nobody down. It's that y'all are actively trying to compete with us and you can't even get into the damn fair because you can't pay the fee, baby. That's
Hello.
not our fault. That's yours because we're not thinking of you. We're thinking of how to progress, how to evolve, how to move forward. And you're thinking about catching up to us.
And
That's not
failing.
our problem. So don't make it your jealousy and your envy is not ours,
But wait, the
our
mindset
problem
y'all
to
have, right?
sit with,
Y'all
loser.
think
I
in
mean, I
order
mean,
for
Dilly,
y'all to be
he just
successful,
admitted it. If
right?
y'all heard him,
Y'all
he
gotta put
literally
us
said we try
down.
to get on y'all
That's not
level.
how
He
it
literally
works,
just
though.
said that.
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
I
mean,
lot
heard
of
that.
Wait,
FBAs.
I
I
hold
heard
have
on,
a
that.
y'all.
lot of
Mo, let Mo
FBAs.
respond because I'm trying to hear what he's saying. What you said?
You see, there's the thing. There's one of the issue, right, with FBAs, right? Like the lady said, right? They are trying to focus on progressing, and on them, right? But the thing is, in doing so, they're trying to put us down, right? They
Oh
talk down on
boy.
us,
Oh my
right?
God.
Now
It's
you got a
true.
victim mentality.
It's not victim mentality. It's
You
true,
do
Don't be
talk
a
a
loser.
right?
lot of
Don't be
unnecessary shit.
accusatory. No, a victim mentality. I know that you don't know what it is, Mo,
That's
because
y'all.
Belle
Y'all
didn't know
have that
either,
victim
and she's
mentality. Y'all
Ethiopian.
have that victim
But
mentality.
I know what you don't
What?
know,
Wait, hold
and
on,
you
Y'all
hold
the
don't
one
on,
that
know
hold
have
what
on,
that
victim
victim
hold on.
mentality
mentality.
is.
Everybody,
You're
please
having a,
mute.
Whenever
you
I
want to
talk,
victimize
whenever I talk about the
yourself.
poverty
Please
rate,
Nobody
mute.
is speaking on you.
whenever
You
I
Why?
guys
talk
gotta
about the
mute
black,
because I need to say something.
whenever I talk about
Mo,
the
you shut up too. You got me fucked up saying that we have a victim mentality. You just sat up here and said we think we're better, and then you contradicted yourself by saying we have a victim mentality. Which one is it? How can we think we're better than you if we have a victim mentality?
Oh, I
Victims don't
said
think they're
that,
better
love.
than
because
I said he had a
I
victim
said that.
mentality.
Hold on a
he
second,
said it
love.
back to you, Deli. You didn't hear him? He said you
Hold on a
guys
Oh,
have a
second,
victim
no.
Jelly.
mentality.
Hold
It's
on a
because y'all
second, Jelly.
everybody
It's
Oh,
talking
I'm
over each
sorry.
because
other. So you didn't hear him.
Joey,
He literally said it back. He said, you have a victim mentality. See,
yes,
somebody getting
I
a
said
warning,
that, love.
a
Love, I
violation
said
warning.
that.
See, I keep telling y'all, oh God, that's why we can't be cutting up too much.
Sorry.
It's so annoying.
Sorry. Do I need to dock down?
Let me see. Hold on.
Sorry. It's just that peasants keep speaking to queens and kings. It's crazy.
I mean, he also contradicted himself when he said, "We trying to get up to your level." Like, what do you mean by that? To get up to our level if we're beneath y'all?
All right, I'm confused as why you think a lot of immigrants look down at Black Americans.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Hold
Wait,
on,
hold
hold
on,
on.
everybody.
Nah,
Give me 2
experienced
seconds.
all
Mute,
this
mute.
hatred.
Wait,
Hold on,
everybody mute.
Pharaoh.
Everybody mute.
I need y'all to double tap because I got a couple restrictions. This shit is ridiculous. Oh, is somebody flagging me? I don't know who's doing that, but I'm gonna send that negative energy back to you. But we can't yell at each other too. I could yell, but you guys yelling at each other on a panel reads that you're talking directly and harassing and bullying each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's weird how it goes. That's why sometimes you'll see that you guys get an individual restriction to drop. I need y'all to write, yes, I love TikTok shop. Send me some emojis in the chat. Double tap this the screen. Let's get this up to 50K. Send some heart me, share the chat if you haven't already shared it, and help to add to the gift go up here because that shit is so fucking annoying. And like back to back to back, I'm like, God damn it! Like, I mean, shit. Let me update this.
Sorry, if I need to drop down, I don't know
No,
if it was
it didn't
me,
say
but
you. It didn't say anybody specific. You know, usually
okay.
it'll say like,
Yeah,
you'll say that.
it'll bring it up, but I'm just making sure.
But who was somebody was just, oh, Pharaoh was saying, why do you so the reason
Yeah.
why we feel that way, and I keep saying this, you guys don't think that you're being disrespectful by saying we have no culture and we have no home and America isn't our country and calling us
Who
cotton
said that?
pickers. Immigrants say that all the time. And I think you're being disingenuous if you would say that you've never heard an immigrant say that Black Americans don't have culture or Black Americans don't know where they're from. Are you really going to sit up here and say you've never heard anyone say that?
I mean, I don't really hang out with a lot of people, but no, the people I know, and look, I know there's shiesty people of every creed and color. There's shiesty Asian
Thanks,
people,
Mr. Baker.
shiesty Africans, shiesty Puerto Ricans, whatever. But most people aren't out here hating. Most of us are representatives of our country or ethnicity or whatever, and we help build America. And like I said, we vote. If you're Jamaican, but you're an American citizen and you can vote, we all
So
vote
wait, no, but did you
the
ever
same
hear
way.
an immigrant say Black Americans don't have culture? Yes or no? Just yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I don't know why you reluctantly said that. You're like, oh yeah, like it's like dragging your ass across a bed of hot coal to get you to admit the truth. That is disrespectful. It is extremely offensive to say that people that have one of the richest cultures globally, that's exported the most globally, have no
Yeah,
culture.
but like I'm saying,
And
that's
then
maybe like some one guy that said it
no, it's
somewhere.
not
Like,
just one guy. Literally, people that's working at the headquarters at Google are crediting a DJ, a disc jockey for the creation of hip hop, a Jamaican DJ Kool Herc, who himself is on record saying he did not create hip hop. He came to the USA and saw what was going on, and he basically got in where he fit in, and he made a name for himself. It is so much so that you all, Jamaicans included,
and
are
so you're
taking
mad at him
credit.
for being part of a movement, for being like in a
No,
renaissance.
you're not, no,
You
that's
don't
not
want
what
to
I said.
understand.
I didn't say that I'm mad at him. I'm saying so much so you guys take credit for the things that we've accomplished and try to erase us from our cultural contributions. It's
Did
disrespectful.
Kool Herc try to erase any of the people around him?
Kool Herc
His
didn't do it.
contributions?
You all do it. You guys are constantly reiterating this notion that you created hip hop, and whoever's working at Google headquarters and Wikipedia is crediting someone that literally said out of his own mouth that he was a participant in something that was already existing and lit up like a Christmas tree when he came over here. That's my point. So that is disrespectful. That's why we say y'all look down on us, because y'all literally try to erase us from our cultural accomplishments. Y'all say we have no culture while co-opting it. Y'all say we're displaced people in the orphans of the world. You yourself you've heard this, even though it took a lot to pull it out of you. I had to drag it out of you. I had to, but we got you to
No,
finally admit it.
yeah, I
Love.
hear it
Can
on
I
TikTok,
just do
maybe.
one thing? And it has nothing to do with what's going on. There are 217 people up here. Can we at least get this to 75K likes and gift the host, because she's been very patient, she's been very kind. If you guys can tap the screen, and it's free just in case, but love on the host. Hey, Love Jones. But
Period.
love on the host, and make sure that you gift her. Make sure that you guys are intertwined with the comments and everything like that. Interact with it as much as you can. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's it.
Nurse Baby, you said it's hip hop all we have. Where are you from? Would you like to join the panel? Because you guys are so fake and phony. You are fake and fucking phony. Everything that y'all do came from, oh my God.
Yo, love. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? Henrietta Lacks. If it wasn't for Henrietta Lacks, a lot of those countries in Africa wouldn't even have vaccines.
You know what's crazy? There's more Jamaican people who live outside of Jamaica than live on the island of Jamaica. It's kind of funny that a Jamaican guy where you live at, New York? I'm pretty sure you live in New York. Who live in New York, who hear
I live in
immigrants, where you live at?
Texas.
Texas? Okay. Well, you don't live in New York, but there's a lot of Caribbeans up there in New York. And they're literally people like Fat Joe that said things like, oh, Puerto Ricans, Latinos went 50-50 on hip hop. Then the credit Cool about DJ Cool Hurt in creating hip hop.
Thank you guys for this.
So you have these
Elder
talking
Bill.
points from these immigrants trying to lay claim to a whole genre that y'all had nothing to do with, because hip hop is derived from funk music.
Hey, I got a question.
But the thing is, FBA,
Wait.
I want to
I
add,
have a
right?
question. What culture do you guys have? Because y'all stay trying to lay claim to ours, or say that you guys invented something that everybody knows that you guys didn't. What culture? And you always say you guys have no culture, or you guys don't know where you come from and things. Where do you guys come from, and what is your culture? Can you guys name 5 things, literally, name 5 things about your culture?
Before my Jamaican brother respond, I just
Yeah.
want to say something real quick,
Go
right?
ahead.
One of the things, couple things, right, that people have an issue with Black
Name 5
Americans.
things about your culture.
Well, hold on a second,
Stop getting off
Derry.
topic. Nope. I asked a question. You're
We,
supposed to answer.
are you
So
asking
stop
me or the
getting off
Jamaican
topic.
brother?
We don't
I
want
think
to
you're
go
asking the
down. In
Jamaican brother.
1999, we was going through these. I don't care. What's your culture?
You asking me or my Jamaican brother?
What's your culture? I'm asking all immigrants. What's your culture?
I come from an island with coconut trees. We do rum there. We have a rum factory. We do ackee and saltfish for breakfast.
You know where
It's
rum
in the
comes
Caribbean
from?
Sea. I don't know who invented rum. It might be African.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know where rum was
Continue.
invented. I don't know. That's about all I got. Oh, we have culture. We have
No.
culture that
Name
we
it.
speak.
Name what's your culture? Because rum doesn't come from y'all. So name another one.
He said coconut trees. He said ackee and saltfish.
Coconuts is from Hawaii as well, and there are coconut trees here. Name another one.
He said ackee and saltfish.
Those could be literally in the islands where they are, so that can come from anybody.
I'm from a fucking island. That's the point. Like, what do you want?
I mean, a Trini can say that.
I mean, to
wanted you
be
to name
I
truthful,
mean,
he
a
fucking
don't.
Hawaiian
like
can say that.
what do you fucking
I
want from
mean,
me
an
though?
Well, I
Like
mean, he
Alaskan
don't
can
know
say
you.
that.
About this point,
One mic. At the
at
end of the
She
day,
said
I'm
like she
from.
said I couldn't use Marcus
Hold
Garvey.
on,
She
hold
like what
on.
she doesn't want me to say Bob Marley. Like what
You
the
can
like
say Bob
okay
Marley if you want.
we didn't
Say what you
influence hip
want.
hop music. Like we didn't come to the country and fucking participate in the Harlem Renaissance, or like Harry Belafonte didn't fund the civil rights movement, or Sidney Poitier wasn't there. Like what the fuck do you want from me? We've been here the whole fucking time. Like we have
You
families
cussing too
here.
much. You gotta stop
We
cussing
had
so
people that
much.
were enslaved here. We've been through the whole time. You want to say like everything's yours, like there's
It
other people
is.
like
man, stop
Haitians
It
being
is.
your
and
feelings,
It
man.
all sorts of people from the
It
Caribbean and
The
is.
civil
I
rights
just
movement,
wish
influenced the
you.
movement.
I just
It's
wish
not
you knew
just
your
yours,
beaches was
okay? It's
yours
Wait,
not
too.
just yours.
hold on.
Everything that's part of this American fucking
I just
experience is
wish
not
you knew
just
your
yours as a
beaches
Black
were yours
American.
too.
Wait,
first of all,
hold on. Let me say
Our beaches
something.
are ours.
Wait a
No, that's
minute.
crazy. I couldn't
Wait,
imagine.
everybody. The fact that you just said you're saying it like it's just fucking yours is so sad. I feel really bad for you guys. That's what the problem is. You're mad because you want to lay claim to the things that we've accomplished. I don't care if I wrote an album and you was in a studio and you changed the and from a but, it doesn't mean that you wrote the album. If you come to a house that's already built and you change the light bulb, it doesn't mean that you installed the electricity. If you use my bathroom and it needs to be plunged and you do the plumbing, it doesn't mean that you created the toilet. Just because you came to a country and participated in movements that were already in motion by Black Americans without an immigrant background does not mean that you get credited for it. That is the difference. We do not go
Did
into
you
your
did
spaces.
you live in Jamaica?
We
Did
do
Black
not go
America?
into your spaces and lay claim for things that we actually could. The first reggae song was recorded by a Black American man, but we're not sitting up here saying we
Yep.
responsible for reggae. Y'all need to give us credit for reggae. We don't do that. It's ridiculous that you guys could continuously do that and make us try to force us to share our cultural accomplishments with you. If you were there, be grateful that you were a part of something that was amazing. That doesn't mean that it's yours as well. That's utterly ridiculous because I threw a party and you came to my party and people was rapping and then you got on the mic and you was rapping. That does not mean that you created rap or that you equally threw the party. You were a guest. You were invited. Absolutely.
No.
If you came and you did something and you added something, that's beautiful. But that doesn't mean that you lay claim to the foundation of it. And that's why y'all hate the term. Now I'm starting to see why y'all cannot stand foundational Black American, because you can't attach yourself to the origins of something. Can you say, I came when you guys were already dancing at the club and then I came and started dancing and people liked the way I danced more and I got popular over it? That's completely different from being the person that threw the party and curated the goddamn music and sung the music. Spinning a record does not mean anything. Saying that you came in, oh, Harry Belafonte, he paid for the civil rights. He didn't start the civil rights. That was a grassroots.
But love. If
yeah. And
someone
then,
help,
and then wanted to
hold on a
add
second,
in
Prime.
now
Prime,
because
hold on a
I'm adding
second,
some
But
brother.
historical
If
context
someone help,
to
Hold
what he's
hold on a
on,
saying.
one
second.
mic. Let FBA go because he was
I'm
trying
just
to go
saying
before. Hold on,
Yeah.
Pharaoh. Let FBA go, and then Mo, you could go, and then Pharaoh, you could go. Go ahead, FBA. Oh, you breaking up? Wait, we can't hear you. You breaking up?
You hear me now?
Yes. Wait, hold on, 2 seconds. Nurse baby, you are a
Can't
hating
hear me
ass
now?
bitch.
He got
You're a
that
hating.
Section 8
Hold on,
Wi-Fi.
FBA. Hold on. Nurse baby, you are a hating ass, chicken headed asshole. You play sports and rap, but yet the white people own you. Girl, where you from? Please tell me your country of origin so I could eat you up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with your hating hoe chicken headed ass. Matter of fact, let me mute you. I don't got time for hating hoes, okay?
Wait,
I get your hating hoe
where?
ass up out of this comment. You know what, bitch? Bye. With your 16-hour shift, go and fucking focus on your patients. I hope you got an actual degree and you not on some lion ass nightingale, whatever the fuck that shit was, where they busted all them people for having them fake ass degrees. Please pay attention to whatever you doing. I don't know what the fuck you doing, but you are a hating chicken headed bitch.
Okay,
Anyways,
Chicken
come on.
headed.
go ahead, FBA.
Yeah,
Go
come on. Can you
ahead,
hear me
FBA,
now?
and then
He's
yes,
on that Section
FBA.
8 Wi-Fi.
Okay. How about
Oh, thank you.
first you brought up Bob Marley. Bob Marley wanted to be a doo-wop singer, so he was copying foundational Black Americans with his art form. And then you brought up Marcus Garvey. You know Marcus Garvey was sponsored by Booker T. Washington, right? He never met Booker T. Washington because he passed away. So we sponsored that man to be in the country. We actually funded that man when he was here. And when they saw that he was a scammer, we had Garvey Must Go campaign. So whoever you're gonna bring up, it was us who sponsored these people to be here because we thought we had some type of allyship. So yeah, we can lay claim to your whole motherfucking island because y'all didn't do shit. But benefit off
Absolutely,
of
we
how about
did.
then benefit off a movement that was
Marcus
already
Garvey
going on.
was influential. He was part of
Marcus
the
Yeah,
Garvey
whole.
how about
also was
He
working with the
inspired
Triple
Dr.
K.
King.
He was working with the Triple K,
he
and he was writing letters to Walter Plecker.
yeah
Like,
he's more
come on,
how
y'all.
about, is he
Come
more
on.
Let me
influential than
respond
Booker
to
T?
love
Hold
real
on, hold
quick,
on, hold
brother. Hold
on.
on a second, brother.
Are you saying that he's more influential than Booker T. Washington?
That's not what I said at all.
Okay, then. So who the hell are you trying to
Agree
compare him
that
to?
I'm not. I wasn't comparing. I'm agreeing that it's great that he had Black Americans, foundational Black Americans that were working with him for the civil rights. To get the civil rights movement done. I'm
But you know
saying
the
he was
funny thing
part of
about
it.
Marcus Garvey is that your island of people didn't even support him.
Of
Y'all
course
didn't
they
even
support.
support Marcus Garvey. Y'all didn't even like Marcus Garvey. When he got deported, did he go back to the island of Jamaica? Or did he go to Europe?
You wrote a what do you write? A letter of allegiance or something like that over there?
No,
Who
that's the
cares where he
thing.
went?
He
Who
got
cares where
sent
he went?
back to his home country, and they didn't accept his Pan-Africanism, or let's be one love. And he actually went to Europe because they exiled him as well. So
They didn't
you
like him
can't
over
sit there
there.
and say that Marcus Garvey was doing something, especially you cannot take that as a status for your country because y'all abandoned him as well.
Yeah, they did not like
Okay.
Marcus Garvey at all.
Yeah.
So
I'm
who
not
about
responsible for the political, happenings of like the 1960s in my country. Like if he ended up in Europe or wherever he did, that's fine. Like that's his life.
Yeah,
Like
why is
you,
it
you're
that
just like trying to say bad things about him, like he wasn't
no,
still
that's
an
just the truth of history.
incredibly
Oh, he was trash.
powerful man.
I'll say a lot of bad things about him. He was
yeah,
trash. He was
Marcus Garvey was
two-faced.
garbage.
He was
That's
despicable.
your
He was a
opinion.
tether.
Yo,
I can say all the bad things about
you know
him.
one thing I
And
And what
Marcus
yo,
about it?
garbage.
yeah, one thing
And
I
what
noticed,
about
right?
it? He didn't help us in no way, shape,
Yo,
or form.
real
He
quick.
actually helped to push us back.
Yeah.
Yo, real
So
quick, Bell.
No,
I can say
Yo,
all the
real quick,
no,
bad
Deli.
he
things
he
I
Yo, Deli,
want.
definitely
real
did
quick.
a lot,
The issue,
and you're just being a hater.
Hold
I
on,
can't do anything
real
about
quick,
that.
real
no,
quick.
Do
Pharaoh,
you? Okay,
the
what's a
issue, you
hater?
guys,
Hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on,
no.
Bell.
What's a hater? What's a hater, Farrell? Define it. What's a hater?
There was something I noticed, right? How come we are the
No, no, no.
only
Wait, hold on. Farrell, what's a hater? Define it.
you're not gonna answer.
Okay, go ahead. SF.
Deli.
So
My bad.
one thing I noticed, right?
Don't
We the
nobody
only
care about you, Mo.
Yeah,
we the
you
Go
do,
only
He
ahead,
group
Deli.
of
wants
Hold
to
on a
people.
SF.
go.
second. I
No,
Go
gotta
let
ahead,
Mo
respond.
SF.
go.
I've been waiting.
One second. We the
Wait,
only group of
SF. No, let
all right,
Mo go, and then you could go after him. Go ahead,
got
Mo.
you.
Yeah, I've been waiting to respond to love analogy, right? So, love, you were talking about the party scenario, right?
It wasn't an
And
analogy.
hold on a second, Deli.
It was real life.
I'm getting ghetto fatigue from your ass. Hold on a
Do you
second.
guys not know what
No,
definitions of
Please
words are?
let him go. I didn't even hear what the fuck he said. Let what you said. Go ahead.
yeah. So
What you
you met
said? An analogy of what?
of a party, right? Throwing a party and
That was
inviting.
no. That wasn't an analogy. That's actually what happened. But go ahead.
Okay, but my point I'm trying to get across is this, right? If you, if Black Americans invited or opened the way or paved the way for Black immigrants to come here, right? When we say when we say we have helped contributed to Black America's success, that's true, right? But the thing is, Black America, for some reason, they don't want to acknowledge the help they have been given or got from different groups. That's the issue, right? Black America want to claim all the hard labor and effort, right? And everything that made Black America successful, whether it be through music, whether it be to politics, whether it be to through different sectors, right? Within Black America. Because there have been different groups that have helped build Black America.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And
Oh my
all we
God.
and the thing we
This is
and the
so
thing we
sad.
dislike, hold on a second, Jelly. Your eyes, hold on a second, all right?
I
And the
hope you
thing
come
we
at me because I come at you 10 times harder. You better lay
No, don't
straight.
come at him 10 times harder. I don't want nobody to get a restriction, and I don't need to get no more. So go
I ain't
ahead.
cursing.
Just let,
Jelly's too
go,
emotional right now. I don't know if
go
EBT
ahead.
didn't came. Maybe
You better
EBT
come at
didn't
me
came this week.
soft.
I don't know why, but
On
she's
my nerves.
emotional.
Can
Be
you
quiet.
land your plane?
Yeah, I'm about to land, love. Yeah, so love. The issue is right. Why is it that y'all just fail to acknowledge, the help y'all have received from different groups,
What is it
right?
that we need to acknowledge? Like we acknowledge Malcolm X. We know that he was biracial. We acknowledge what do we need to acknowledge? Give me examples of what we need to acknowledge.
Acknowledge that
Because
black
Could
immigrants
you
from
acknowledge
Jamaica
Kamala
and
Harris?
Africa have helped build Black
helped
America.
how have you guys helped us? Tell me.
Whether it be music, look at the music industry, right? Look at the
No,
music
you didn't
industry,
help us
right?
with the music
We
industry.
What
have
about Kamala Harris? What about
No, you
Kamala Harris?
haven't.
we have
No, you haven't.
we have African immigrants within the
All right,
music
what is it? What is
industry,
it? Well, okay,
right?
name them. Name
You
them.
haven't helped us do anything, but you came and helped
Name
yourself off
them.
of the things. Hold on, Deli. You came and helped yourself off of the things that we've already created. This is why I don't fuck with y'all doing this. Because you all came into systems that was already created off of our backs
But
and
system
let
evolve.
me finish. You were able to benefit from things that we already put into place. So how is you helping yourself off of what the fuck we already created helping us? Please make that make sense. Like I said, now
This
this is the analogy that I did use was the house. We already built the house. We already went out into the woods and chopped the goddamn wood down. We already got the cement. We laid the flooring. We did the piping. We created the electricity. We did all of the shit. You came to the table that was already built and brought a plate of igisu soup. How the fuck is that helping us? Are we supposed to be like,
love
oh yes, thank you for coming into a structural
is
system
because we
that
help
our
keep up the
ancestors
maintenance.
unalive for,
We
and you
help
was
keep
able
up the
to
maintenance on the house.
you have
That's what I'm trying.
No, you
That's what I'm
didn't.
talking about. We have
You
hold
helped
helped to
up.
keep the maintenance
desecrate
Hold
on the
it.
up,
house.
hold
That's what
up,
you helped.
hold up,
Yes,
hold up.
you
Just
build the
because you
house.
are, hold
You
up.
build.
No, just because you're helping to maintain something doesn't mean you built it and you're getting paid to maintain it. If I hire you as a contractor, that does not mean I need to give you credit for building something. If I hire you to do plumbing, if I hire you to change a light bulb, that does not mean I need to give you credit for building said things. You are benefiting. You guys benefit from attaching yourselves to things that we've already created. So stop making it seem like we need to give you credit. I need to give you credit for what? Music what? For coming into the music industry that we literally had to go through goddamn Cadillac Records, Motown, and all sorts of segregation, walking into the back of fucking cotton clubs, being discriminated against, not being able to sleep at hotels when they were on the road touring, getting all of their music stolen, not having any goddamn intellectual rights to their fucking intellectual property, and fighting and doing all of that to get rights. And when y'all come here and y'all create music, and now y'all can walk through the front door because you don't have to put that work in. So somebody's supposed to say, oh, thank you for coming over here and being able to walk through the front door with me now. How the fuck is that you helping? That's you helping yourself off the backs of things that was already put into play because of the civil rights movement was already going on. You came in and you said, oh, this is something amazing that I want to attach myself to. And the civil rights get passed for Black Americans. I'm also going to benefit from this shit. How is that you not helping yourself? Like, come on. What have you guys done solely that benefited Black American that does not also benefit you? Go ahead.
Look, of course, it have benefit us too, right? It have benefit both groups, right?
What? Tell me what?
So just cause we are helping y'all doesn't mean we are not helping us in return, right? because we got to look
Helping
out
us
for
to
us.
do what though? What have y'all helped us to do?
Like I mentioned, right, when it comes to the music industry, right,
No,
you
bro.
have
No.
a lot of African immigrants in the music industry, right?
Oh my god, bro.
And just name some. We have Akon, we have Burna Boy, we have Tyler, we
Burner
have
Boy is
other
sampling Sade music. What did he build?
Burna Boy literally
Bru-
said he denounced being Nigerian because he didn't like it.
it doesn't
And
matter if you
Tyler
denounce.
is a Khalad, and she already knew that, and she got played with. She don't get
No,
any
deal,
records sold
Jelly,
here.
Jelly. That's the thing.
Name
Y'all
another
rock with
one.
our
No, no,
music.
no,
Y'all
no, no,
rock
no.
with our
Name another
style.
one, loser.
Do
So
you know how many
you can
black
show me how
Americans
much
fuck
of
with
a
African
failure y'all are. Go
musicians?
ahead, go
Do you
ahead.
know how many black
Go
Americans?
by country. Go
Jelly,
by
Jelly. Hold on a
country.
second, right?
Name a
Our
Liberian.
artists,
Name
in this
a
country.
Liberian artist. Go ahead.
I mean,
So I can tell you what they about.
from Liberia specifically, I mean, we
I
have
mean, you from
Jazino.
Liberia, ain't you?
Yeah,
You should
of
stop
course.
speaking on everybody else. So those are two different countries in
Right.
Africa. I don't know if you know that there's 54 countries, like y'all like
I
to
mean, y'all
say,
like to
in
generalize
this
us, so that's
continent.
what I'm doing.
There we
So
go.
I'm just
name
taking
a
a
Liberian.
play for y'all
Name
both.
a Liberian.
I mean, we
You
got an
can't.
artist, Jazino.
Name
Jazino.
a
Look him up right now.
Liberian.
Jazino.
Who is that?
Who is that?
He's an upcoming artist, but he's good though. But
That sucks. Anyway, not here, and we
anyway,
digress.
right? Y'all like to generalize us, so I'm using
Nah,
Africa
you're
as
not
a
about to
No,
whole
no,
try
no,
to
no,
to
no, no.
generalize.
showcase
You
our
wanted to
success.
generalize. You sat there and said Africa as a whole. You generalized Africa, not Liberia, not Nigeria, not South Africa, not Ethiopia, not Egypt, not none of them places. You generalized it and put it as in a whole. You need to stop doing that, loser.
They
All
do
right.
it when it's convenient. It's only for convenience purposes. Because if we was
Oh,
talking
my
about
bad.
something,
SF was meaning to talk
we
because he
were
was
talking
supposed to go
about.
after
This
that
is the
little
Love
hoe.
Jones show. I'm talking. After, if we were saying something negative, he would be like, "No, that's not all of us. That's not Liberia, though. You can't put us all together." They do this. They play this same goddamn bullshit every time, and it's so played out. Stop pitting one ethnic group of people up against 54 fucking countries and however many countries is in the Caribbean. How is that fair? How does that even equal up? You don't get to lay claim to everything that every goddamn body in Africa has done. But then when it's something negative, you say, oh no, we're not. It's you guys are stupid. You don't know geography. Africa is a continent, not a country. Y'all love to do that. But go ahead, SF or JX.
Man, I almost forgot what I was gonna say, but I remember it was something replying. Excuse me, hold on. This dude Pharaoh, when he was asked to get the what his coach is about, right? When y'all put him under pressure, he couldn't answer. And then he goes, all that cop out. But I wanted to say to that, it's like, why is it that we the only people, the only demographic of people who could take accountability for as an entirety of a people, whether it was one person in Wisconsin versus somebody in Georgia. We'll sit there and say, yo, we got to do better. But when it comes to them, they speak of unity, 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 but it's individualism all the time. You know what I mean?
SF, brother. I've never heard, Black America
How
taking
is
accountability.
unity individualism? Can you explain that?
Black America taking accountability, that's a foreign word.
You a damn lie.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
We've had no choice but to be responsible for your shit too.
Yeah, SF, you said
Yeah, when y'all commit crimes, when y'all got baby
we preaching
mamas,
unity.
because baby mamas was a thing in the 66 with Jamaica. So there you go, Pharaoh. That's what y'all contributed to. And then
Can
when
you give
y'all
me a
want to
source
sit
for
there
that?
and
What?
talk about,
I
and
thought
when
that
y'all
was
want to sit
Reagan.
there and talk about y'all going to the prison systems and all of that, y'all want to check black because
Now let me
obviously y'all are colorblind and y'all can't pick out other or check that mark other and write down who you are. So
now
y'all
Deli, let
want
me
to
answer
sit
this
there and
question.
Jelly,
contribute
Let me
to
answer this
I
question,
our
Deli.
because
thing.
black
And then on
Americans are
EBT,
more
food
involved in
stamps,
crime
WIC,
than immigrants.
welfare, all of that stuff, that's what y'all are. Y'all are EBT, food stamps, welfare, WIC queens.
Now let me
Okay?
reply to Pharaoh
Y'all come over
I
question.
here
wasn't
with
aware of
that.
that.
That's what y'all contributed to. I
Well,
just listed off a
Yeah.
couple things that y'all contribute to. What else do y'all contribute? What do y'all contribute? Y'all don't even have a culture. You can't even list your culture nor name it. But I can tell you what your culture is when you come into my home, when you come into my culture. I can tell you it's destructiveness, it's antagonism, it's also individuality, it's also, oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna harm people. There's been
trying, bro.
a whole bunch of cases of people being unalived by you things because you thieve their identity, or you want to sit there and do that because it's in your home country.
I
That's what
mean,
y'all culture is.
can I reply to this
So
question?
name one thing. No, I'm saying name 5 things about your culture. You couldn't even tell me that. And I just listed off in
I already
Jamaica,
did
in
that. I already
Jamaica,
did that, bro.
and
Calm down.
Liberia.
But
What is your culture?
I mean,
What is
eating
your
look,
culture?
crab.
I'm not playing
I mean,
pop
eating crab
questions
Except for
jerseys
anymore.
playing
You
and
victim.
probably
What
don't
is
know
your
shit
The
about
question,
culture?
your
I
own
can't even
fucking
answer the
neighborhood.
question. I'm trying to answer the question. He asked me a question. Pharaoh, what did you ask me earlier? You said something. You was replying to something I said to you, bro.
Yeah, so basically, I've been suggesting unity, and you said that me suggesting unity is preaching individualism.
Oh
Can
no, that's
you
what I
expound
said
on that?
was what I said was you talk all this unity stuff, especially when Deli asked you to name the, what's going on with your culture, and you started fumbling over your words, and you go, well, whatever, I can't control this, I can't do this, I didn't have any control of that, but unity though, right? And that's why I said, yo, we the only people on this planet that really hold each other accountable as a collective. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all, a lot of the, melanated immigrants that come over here, they come with this message of unity, but y'all day to day life is individualism as a collective.
I mean, that whole unity thing is fake though. Y'all want
Exactly.
unity
Yeah.
right now during
I
deportation. That's where y'all want
But
I
unity.
then
think
in
I
your
think
own
So we can
unity is
fight for
really
country,
y'all
the
to
ballot
be
box.
here.
As an
In the
American, I
past,
think I
how
think
about in
that's
the
the way it
past
goes.
60 years, y'all been here. Y'all have never preached for unity. Y'all do not care to to be united with Black American people.
Oh,
no,
Never.
but if they was united, their country
We're
would
involved
be
in
good.
politics.
Why would
There's
you
lots
sit
of
there?
people of
No, no,
Jamaican
no, no, no,
descent that
no.
are
Don't talk
involved
about the
in.
politics. Don't talk about the politics
Why
because
not?
we've been in it, like in the people who are doing the most harm. And
Dude,
you
do you want a
guys
fucking gold
have
medal or
sat
something?
there and used them as
which
a
is why it's no
scapegoat
unity.
as to why you guys are trash. That is not an excuse for y'all to sit there and be the way that y'all are. It should not. You're in Jamaica, baby. Because I was actually there. I
Can
was
you
on the
stop yelling
resort.
at me?
Why
I'm
you
really
guys,
not
no,
into
no,
the
no, no, no,
whole.
no. No, 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 no. I was on the resort when you guys couldn't be able to fish over there. They said y'all had to have money
Dude,
for
then
y'all
don't
to
come
actually
next
fish
time.
over
Cry
there,
me a
and then
fucking
y'all to have
river.
because I get into the politics of things.
Give
And
it three
then y'all had
stars.
to
I don't
actually
fucking
pay
care.
for fishing, and then y'all actually had to pay for y'all even being there. Stop playing with me. I was at a resort, 5-star hotel, baby. Meanwhile, y'all couldn't even get on y'all beaches. They exited y'all. So what are you talking about? Y'all over there
Cool
crying and
story, I
whining and
guess.
stuff like that, but y'all ain't really doing nothing. So that's why I said You guys are a failure when you get here because you couldn't even prosper in your own country. What makes you think that quote unquote dream happened? People had to be unalived, had to suffer, had to cry, had to do all of these things in order for people to actually see anything as
Yeah,
a
we
dream.
were
But you couldn't
there
even make your
too.
own country a dream. The Chinese and the Europeans are messing y'all up. Where are you at,
Dude,
homie?
you have
So don't
no
sit there and
idea
say
what's
that
going
that
on
has
in
nothing to do with
Jamaica.
you because you can't
Calm
be proud of
down,
where you
bro.
came from. That's why y'all
I'm
have no
super proud
culture.
of where I'm from.
Y'all don't have
And we
no
do have
culture.
culture.
Y'all don't have
Yeah,
a culture.
whatever.
You don't have a culture.
Oh no, man,
You
We can have
you're not
nothing
giving
All
all your
right,
except for
stop
information.
being
yelling,
calm
weak.
Zelly.
down,
It's gonna be
dude.
okay. We gotta just take it down a notch. I don't want any restrictions. It's looking like we fighting and hooting and hollering. I don't like that too much. You know, we get in our bag. Sometimes I hoot and holler a little bit, but I don't want it to be a constant thing. We do. Oh shit! It's a new person up here. I ain't
Hey,
never even let this person talk.
sorry. Look,
The Teflon Shine.
look.
No,
I'm
no,
just gonna
no.
go. I
Okay.
think it's really cute how angry she is. I think she's gonna have an aneurysm.
Oh Lord. The
Kelly
Teflon
is
Shine.
emotional. That's all. She's just
Hold on, Mo.
emotional.
The Teflon Shine. Can I have your ethnicity? I'm so sorry for having you wait this long.
And no problem, sis. How y'all doing? I'm Black American, or whatever you want to call it. I ain't got no what you call it. I
No
ain't got
immigrant
no
background.
no immigrant
All right, go
background.
ahead.
I'm 52 years old. I'm from the Bronx. All right. Anyway, yeah, man. Africans hosting panels saying FBA is jealous. Is that true? Oh my goodness. I mean, that's just them trying to keep a conversation going. You know, you can make perfect sense to them. You can make them hit every point with you. You know what I'm saying? And in the end, they'll still come with the same script. You know, it's like they're incapable of reason. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just how I feel about it anyway.
Did you have
Why some
anything else
people are
to
so
add? Oh
jealous.
wait, we gotta make this person.
Far as like he was saying that like we think that what they call it is main character syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, when you think about it, when anybody in the world, you know what I'm saying, when they think black, they think Black American. You know, they don't think anything outside of America. Maybe Bob Marley or Nelson Mandela. You know what I'm saying? You need specific reasons to think about them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, our accomplishments are so vast that they have to attach to it, and the idea that we would say, hey, this is us over here, not them, it's crazy to them. And one of the other people that are like really a perfect example of people that feel like they can automatically attach themselves to us, you know what I'm saying? The Latinos, for instance, you know what I'm saying? Our culture is just so vast that everybody insists on a piece of it. We're like a big corpse to these people, you know what I'm saying? And they feel like they have a right to it, but delineation is the right move, and I love what y'all doing. Keep doing it. I'm gonna laugh.
Okay, we got Carla. Carla, I'm sending you an invite to unmute your mic.
Can you
Carla.
hear me now?
Yes, I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me now?
Yes, can I
All
have your
right.
ethnicity?
Yes, I am foundational Black American.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, and what that young man said, I just appreciate what he said. I believe, not only that, what makes my heart really sad is people who come to our country from different parts of the world, and it's like when you know people who never had money or something, in our life over here in America, and they get a little money and they start acting differently. They start acting like they're better than you and all that kind of stuff, And that's just the way these immigrants they come over. They come to a place where they've never seen how beautiful life could be, and they turn it around and they act like the oppressor, and I'll never get it, I'll never understand why you will be ashamed from where you come from. I would love, I wouldn't care where I came from. I wouldn't deny it. That's where God sent me. That's where I came from. And I would come over here and I'll be very proud, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't like none of them motherfuckers. I don't like no immigrants at all. I don't like them. And I did everything in my heart to try to love them, you know. But after this last election, they just came out and called me and my grandbabies the N-word, and they call us slaves, and I was like, where did this come from? You stealing our resources, you know? You living in our housing, you know? And you don't like me? What did I do to you? What? And that's why I carry a heavy load in my heart about that. Because I think I look good because I don't want to hate on people, you know? But when I look deep down and say, you know what, you trying to hurt me and mine, I have a problem with you. I have a problem with you. Just like that rotten man up there in the White House, he's rotten to the core. We all know it, right? But he's getting his goddamn immigrants out of here. That's the only thing I like about that motherfucker. That's it. That's it. You know, I've been, I think a nice human being, a kind person. But these people will make you turn yourself around and say, wait a minute. You got to go. You have got to go. If you don't love yourself, and you deny who you are, something wrong with you. So I'm going to land my plane there, baby girl.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
love,
about to get out of here.
let me say something real quick, love.
Go ahead.
Miss Carla mentioned something very important, right? And I've heard that from a lot of Black Americans, FBAs, right? Is the fact that the main reason FBAs in Black America support Trump, right, is because of the immigrant situation, right? And that just blows my mind, right? Y'all care about getting us out more than what's best for Black America, right?
It doesn't matter. He's already in there.
Hold
I
on a
didn't
second,
vote for
Carla.
him.
So your focus should be on his policy for Black America, not your
Man,
focus
stop,
on
Mo. You
him
twisting her
he
words.
trusts immigrants.
You twisting her words.
He trying
To
to
fit
get
whatever
immigrants out
narrative
should be your last
you trying to
priority,
twist
right?
that woman words. She didn't say she support Trump.
Gaslighting.
No, she said the only thing
No
she
black
support
American
Trump.
No,
stated.
she didn't. So
No, she
stop saying
didn't.
No,
it.
So
she
stop
said.
lying.
This
Hold
is
on a
how
second. She
pathetic
said
you
the
and
She
your
only
literally,
thing she.
country is.
she literally said the only thing she like about Trump is
Yeah,
getting the
it's the
motherfuckers
immigrant
out.
situation. Yeah, right.
But
That's
she
the
didn't
thing
say
with
she
a lot of
support Trump.
FBAs. Okay, but that's the thing with a lot of FBA, right?
I mean, then let me ask you a
What?
question. Let me
So
ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. How have mass immigration benefited the Black American people?
That part.
what do you mean? How they create jobs when
They no,
No,
they
immigrants
they
come
don't.
there?
don't.
We
They
create
No, they
don't.
jobs.
don't.
They don't.
Yes,
Immigrants
we
don't.
do.
Immigrants don't
No,
create
you
Yes,
jobs.
don't.
we
And
do.
I
I got a
no, you
homegirl that
don't.
own a restaurant
No,
in
but listen
LA,
to what I'm
right?
saying. Then I say,
And
and
she
she had
hired Black
how about,
Americans.
Yeah,
and
I
she
got
got
a
go
hired
take
homegirl
Black
that
that has a
American
restaurant
restaurant in
back
people.
to
LA.
your
She hired
country.
Black Americans,
Listen to what
Go
I'm
take it
saying.
back.
As a
The only
collective,
reason
right?
why y'all want to sit there
We give
and
y'all
be
jobs. We
like,
give
and
No,
I
y'all.
we
will
We
all
be
give
didn't.
y'all
We give
unemployed
y'all
jobs.
before I
jobs.
go
Oh
back
my
to my
God, I
country
can't.
is
Immigrants
because you can
provide
own a
jobs.
house here
This
and a
No,
is a
they
car
lie.
here
don't.
and a business here and all of that stuff. You can't take it back to your country. That's
Y'all
the
don't
only
benefit.
reason why y'all are willing to fight to be over here because you cannot take any of that back to your country. You know why? Because you would go back to the downgraded version of what you aspired, quote unquote, to be. That little dream that you guys had would be dashed. You don't own anything over there. Oh, I buy stuff on my land. Trust and believe, babes. Your land will be owned in a little bit. Stop doing that. Sorry, love, because love trying to get off. My bad.
At the
Yeah,
end of the
but
day, hold on. At the end of the day, immigration has done more of a harm to Black Americans, mass immigration, than it has actually been beneficial. Immigrants have come into our communities and flooded it with drugs. They've come into our communities and actually had the nerve to discriminate against us. They discriminate against us in the workforce. They say, oh, you got to be bilingual. I think where Africans get it fucked up is they think they're the only immigrant class in the USA, and I don't know who the fuck told them that. Literally, we experienced racism from white Latinos. We heard of Ashley Gonzalez, the white Hispanic police officer in Texas that was literally racially profiling and being prejudiced toward Black people. Like, this is not something that is it's not a savory thing. Like, at the end of the day, opportunities are dispersed. They seek asylum in mainly urban communities. So whatever resources we had that was only solely allocated to us, we have to split the pie amongst a lot of different people. And it just hasn't been beneficial to us. Mass immigration has not done a fucking thing for the Black American community except drag us back, because the ones that look like us, they pretend to be us. And they do all type of debauchery. So now that's something else that we got to deal with. And believe it or not, a person that looks like you, that's pretending to be you, that's undermining you, is more detrimental and more of a danger to you than a white person, because we can clearly see who they are. But if you look like me and you acting like me, it's easier for you to take me down and to infiltrate what it is that I'm doing. Like, you see how we're online and we're talking. Now, once we start to congregate in the way that a lot of us, pockets of us, have been doing in the 3D, like in real life outside of the metaverse, the vetting process would have to be really, really extensive, because a lot of you all have really learned how to fucking fake and pretend to be us. It's a lot of so-called FBA people I'm watching in my ears. I be paying attention, that has been lying the whole fucking time, acting like they're us. Turns out they're not. They're something completely different. And that is more of a danger than a white person, because you can see the white person coming from a mile away. I can't see another Black person that looks like me that's cussing her own fucking people out. We seemingly on the same side. And then when we get to where we need to go and it's time to get stabbed in the back, they say, bitch, welcome to the show. It was me all along that you needed to watch out for. We can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. We know that we have to continuously go up against the pale-faced people that don't like us. We know that. That's not something that we don't know. We're just now learning that a lot of immigrants have been against us as well. And it's a little disheartening, because it's like, whoa, what the fuck did we do to you motherfuckers? We got to keep fighting everybody. It's like going through levels of a video game. We're tired. But guess what? We're also just getting started with this new wave of what we're doing now. So at the end of the day, we just want to be left alone. We create spaces to talk. You guys love to come and center yourselves in our spaces, and you love to center us, period. So I don't think that it's okay for you all to be able to make lives every fucking day for the whole day talking about us, but we can't respond. And why shouldn't we get a fucking coin talking about y'all talking about us? Like, come on. Come the fuck on. Of course, policy matters, but you're not going to sit up here, Mo, and act like immigrants did not vote for Donald J. Trump in large because they thought that make America great again would mean to fucking subjugate Black Americans and put us back on the goddamn cotton fields. That's what people was thinking. They going to get the Mexicans and Black Americans going to be back picking strawberries and shit. They got us all fucked up. Latinos was voting for Donald Trump because they thought we was fucking immigrants. They thought the ICE raids was going to come and pick the Black Americans up. People are so fucking ignorant that they really thought we was ignorance. They really thought voting for him was going to be like fucked up for our community. Lo and behold, we actually doing okay. We not out here fucked up. We minding our business. It's bringing us closer together because we can actually see what's going on. He absolutely has been a catalyst to rip the fucking Band-Aid off so everybody could actually reveal themselves. And we could see who is who. It's like he put some fucking glasses on us and we see all these demons. Like, damn, we I don't know. We got to put the shades on, Donald J. Trump glasses on to fucking see exactly who the fuck is who.
You're making me cry, baby girl.
Oh,
You
don't
making me
cry.
cry.
Oh, why are
You
Don't
you
making
cry,
me
Carly.
crying?
cry. Because what she's saying is so true. It's so
Yeah,
true.
but
It's
please don't cry.
Don't
Please don't
cry.
cry.
It's gonna.
Yeah,
It's
please
hey.
don't cry.
she just said it so plainly and just so truthfully and just so real, you know?
But that's what we supposed to do. That's
Yeah.
as this generation, that's what we are supposed to do.
Okay.
That's our
It's gonna be okay.
job.
I'm sending you virtual hugs, Carla. It's
I
okay.
know.
We all in this together.
Miss
It's all right.
Carla, you good?
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you, and you already know that on Love Jones thing that she's gonna say the things that need to be said, and
Oh
that
my God.
you are gonna be protected. You are going to be you are even if you help us with things like that, we are gonna put that torch. We're gonna hold that torch, and we're gonna go forward. So it's okay, Carla. Miss
Okay.
Carla. Okay,
You know
sweetie.
what? I really do feel our ancestors. I know they live within me. I know they're behind me. And I know that they pushing us on, you know? I really feel it. I really do.
Yeah, we supposed to hold that torch. We going forward, and I think that's what you feel. We
Yeah.
supposed to. We supposed to keep it going. The youngins and everything. You good?
Okay.
Don't cry.
It's gonna be okay. But I'm thank you for even like being on here and feeling what I just said, because I really just speak from a genuine place. You know, like people be calling me a grifter. I get harassed. People be telling me they doing voodoo. Somebody is fucking sending me $6.66 on fucking Cash App every fucking day to say they doing witchcraft for me. I go through so much shit just to get up here and like really speak what's on my mind and what's on my heart. Even doing panels is hard because y'all be cutting the fuck up. It's a lot going on. But I do my best to stay grounded and to continue to show up. I'm human. Sometimes I need a break, or, I'll be tired or whatever, but it is not for a grift. Honestly, I've said this multiple times. I am also an attractive woman. I could just get up here and do my fucking makeup and sell y'all wigs, and I would be making more than what the fuck I'm
That's
making now.
true.
So
That's
this is
True.
really
crazy beautiful.
because this is really who I am. Like, I'm not up here trying to do anything or be anything that's not authentic to me. And some people feel like I'm fake. People be saying all sorts of stuff. They lying, saying I got kids with a white man, 2 biracial kids. They make up all sorts of
What?
shit. Girl, yes.
I
And
ain't
I
gonna
just be
lie.
like, what is going on? Like,
That's
and
six
we just
dollars.
Hey,
gotta
love,
continue to
$6.66.
stay,
love,
we
Crazy. I
gotta
ain't gonna
stay
lie with
love.
you.
prayed up. Hold on, y'all. We gotta stay prayed up. And we have to know that this is something that we cannot control. It is spiritual. Just like we say, oh, it's spiritual warfare. To talk about certain things is also a spiritual anointing that a lot of us have. And I think we don't even realize that we're a part of something that historically we're going to look back on and be like, wow, like this is what our children and family is going to say, oh, my family, like they did this. This is historical. Like, we're doing something great, and it's going to continue to get bigger. Like I said, we're just literally touching the tip of the iceberg. But we're going to get into final thoughts because I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get up early. Go ahead, FBA, and then we're going to go down and do final
Yeah,
thoughts.
I got you. That's $6 and 66 is crazy, but
It's real.
that's crazy. But yeah, man. Shout out to our people. At the end of the day, we coming together. We realizing who our enemies are. White supremacy is always gonna be our number one threat, but we realizing and finding out we got other threats just beyond them. So we waking up every day. So I appreciate the family. I appreciate the host for your time. Thank you so much for letting me be on. And have a good night or
Okay,
good
go ahead,
morning.
Belly. Final thoughts.
Oh, I adore FBA. I want you to know this. That 666 is not a bad thing. It's actual a spiritual thing where it's a spiritual femininity. And they keep saying that 777 is good luck. I'm inclined to believe that it's bad luck. It's not 666 is a good thing. So when they say that they're putting a hex on you or anything like that, that's a good luck. Just like a crow or a black cat and things like that, those are actually good luck things.
Yes, I
So it's a
agree.
spiritual thing if you think about it that way, because don't allow them to sit there and dictate what is bad and what is good, because if they've been liars from the beginning, they're going to be liars to the end. So everything that they have said is true is false, and everything that they say is false is true. So I just hope, and Miss Carla, I hope you ain't crying no more. But I'm sorry, I was messing up on the thing, but I hope everybody is okay. And be sure to, put that chakra out or do whatever you need to do. Pray to your ancestors, because we gonna need it. And we gonna need to be some warriors when this stuff happens.
Okay. Miss Carla, you could go ahead and give your final thoughts.
I just want to thank you for sharing your love and your insights, and thank you, and to all the ones that I've listened to, thank you for sharing yourself with me. Bye bye.
Of course. SFJX, what does your username mean? Is it like an abbreviation for something?
Yes, it's pretty much that's a trading software company that I have in mind that I want to build.
Oh, okay.
Eventually, I want to teach people how to trade in the market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my final thought first, I'm gonna say thank you. I've been seeing you a lot on my algorithm on like Facebook and stuff, so I always tune into it.
Somebody is impersonating me on Facebook. I really hate that for me. That's not me, but I gotta make a actual Facebook, because I really don't like that. It's but go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
I be seeing, I be catching your message, and I always tune in, so it's pretty cool to catch you on the live here. And I also want to just say, I love all my people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this panel. I rock with you, Deli. I like your strength. Miss Carla, I love you just for you just being the elder you are, because we need more people like you stepping up, because I feel like it gives us the younger generation more morale. You feel me? So yeah, I just all praises to the Most High Yahuwah, and yeah, everybody have a good night.
Okay. Shirty, are you still there? I don't know if she probably asleep. I sent you an invite to unmute. Shirty. Okay, she probably asleep. All right. Well, once again, thank you everybody for joining the panel. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for the gifts. If you're not following me, make sure that you follow me and follow anybody on the panel if you've enjoyed the contribution to tonight's conversation. I will be back later today. I really do appreciate having this space. I really do. I always was this way. And, when when I was younger, like a teenager in Brooklyn, New York, in the fucking projects, bitch, I had a friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but she used to be like, you always trying to make a bitch feel good about herself. Cause I was always like talking life into people and, like just bigging people up, and just that's just always been me. I always see the goodness in people, and it really is sobering to see, and it made me, I didn't cry like, Miss Carla, but when I started seeing how much people really fucking had this disdain for us, that was like, whoa, like what is going on? Like, it's like a band-aid being ripped off, like, damn, I didn't know everybody had it out for us like this. But we are strong, and yes, numbers helps, but there's no sense of having numbers if it doesn't create strength, but yet it weakens you. Being unified with certain people has weakened us. We, as a group, a collective, a ethnic group, we took our eyes off the prize. We fell asleep at the wheel. We allow other people to be the voice for us that, like I've said multiple times, never had our best interest. They just came to usurp They came to leech. And I'm not talking about all on an individual level. I'm talking collectively. Every immigrant class has been parasitic to the Black American community in one way or another, including the Ellis Islanders. In one way or another, everyone has been extracting from us. And we've not gained anything from anybody. Nothing at all. No tangibles. Nothing I could think of that has been something that we could say, yes, this is what we are getting back in return. Instead, we're met with demonry. We're met with vitriol. We're met with an evil, demonic spirit. I don't know. It's just like mind-boggling. Like, what the fuck did we do? And what we didn't do was continue to unite with each other and stand in strength and stand in power instead of trauma bonding. We're no longer trauma bonding. Bitch, I don't want to see no more slave movies. Fuck that, bitch. That's not our story. We're not going to continue to play and replay this recurrent story of us being victims and, oh, we on the bottom and, oh, we on the... No, it is mind programming, root work, spell work, and MK Ultra to continuously feed yourself a story of being downtrodden. That is by design. When you look around, you have the power to fucking control. This is we have mind control, bitch. Black Americans we have mind control. We can literally send signals out to people to have them do shit. But we don't. We do it subconsciously. We don't tap in, and we are not consciously doing it. We manifest and create realities by default. We are not intentional. And now we're starting to become intentional because we're waking up to it. Now, all of that shit, y'all heard me mention voodoo and everything, that is nothing but shared energy. If millions of us have a collective consciousness, we're all on the same wave, we say something and everybody fucking says it. We wear something and everybody does. We have been controlling this whole shit the entire time. But people have been lying to it. It's the story that we've been telling over and over again. Over and over again. We're at the bottom. We're a slave. We're this, we're that. We can't continuously tell ourselves. We have to say, no, we lit up like a Christmas tree. We're the most influential. We have mind control. We're telepathic. We can speak to each other without even saying shit. We have superpowers. We are Super Saiyan Negroes. And I'm going to go. Life is a movie, you're starring in it. The world is a stage. You are at the center of it. I got mind control over Debo. He be like, shut the fuck up. I'll be quiet. Who is Debo? What you talking about, Friday? Jesus Christ. All right, got Dunamis Power. Oh, I have to look that up. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you check out my latest content. And if you're catching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Spread love to Brooklyn.